Oh yes, we are here inside the square.
Fuck yeah!
Inside the square circle with Remington, Big Rem.
Damn right. Ow!
I think I'm the. I think you're the only person that's actually maybe the smallest dude in the inside the square circle. So I'm actually cool with this.
You big as shit, man. Don't be putting yourself down like that. Come on, tag
No,
team.
but what's great though is we got the Steiner brothers in the Hall of Fame. The Steiner
I know.
brothers.
And fucking Team Michigan over here because I'm from fucking Michigan. All right. Hell yeah. Steiner's going in. Big Papa Dump. I mean, Pump.
Flush me if you hear me kind of deal. Yeah.
Damn right. Get all your bitches and hoes. Come on over to the pump train.
You know what's interesting though is anybody that's talked about the Hall of Fame is very eager to hear what the Steiner brothers are going to say.
Oh God! If it was only uncensored and you hear Scott out of nowhere, give me a fucking mic. Yeah, let's do it.
You know, I know that I like Hogan, but if I'm Hulk Hogan, do not show up on Friday night, okay?
Oh well, I don't know. Please show up, Hogan. So, he would want to talk so much shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's another wrinkly old bastard right there. The old bastard Hogan, the old bastard Flair. Like, yeah.
But you know what's cool, man, is the fact that I'm actually glad getting you on the show. I know we've been talking about it, and you know, the one thing I would have to give a big plug to you guys is if you guys want to watch Remington, you know, you go to his channel, and you can also go to the Asylum where you guys do like a bunch of reviews, right? Like AEW.
Yeah, AEW, wrestling, video games, movies. I mean, really anything. Just depends on what the topic is. And of course, you know, we just heard about the slap around the world, so that's going to be another topic.
Speaking of that, let me ask you something about that one. That's a great topic. Do you think that was real or staged?
Man, you got me on that one. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I mean, the way his attitude was, you know, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Like, if it's fake, that was some damn good acting, because that slap sounded like it nailed his ass.
The reason why some people are thinking it's staged is because their Oscars are losing ratings. People don't care about the Oscars, and they're thinking, well, what's the way we can do it? But I think Chris Rock was surprised that man came on stage and slapped him right in the face.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, okay, well, I know security would have done something, but then again, they probably weren't expecting that. They were probably expecting to do some kind of funny kind of thing, because, you know, I remember one time where Jim Carrey looked like he was trying to kiss Will Smith, and Will Smith looked like freaked out, and he had to hold him back and shit. I'm like, Will Smith's been involved in some outlandish shit.
You know, honestly, I looked at that, and me and Mel were looking at it this morning, and I told her, I was like, if that was you, there wouldn't have been no slap. That would have been a straight kick you, whoop your ass, beat Chris Rock's brains in kind of deal.
I was kind of thinking to myself, was there more to it? Because I don't see how that one joke would have made him that pissed off. I guess it's just what they're going through right now. And everyone's calling Will a simp right now, and he's a bitch because his wife has an open marriage. I'm like, hey, man, that's between them. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not going to call a guy a simp. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with this shit.
Well, honestly, I think what it starts is I think Chris Rock did some kind of joke about her in 2016, and
he's a sensitive subject.
He's done some other jokes about her too, and I think. But what's funny though is you go back and you watch it, Will's laughing at the joke.
Yeah, he's kind of laughing at first. I'm like, okay, make up your mind. Unless she's, I mean, I don't know. He's having issues lately. He's having big time issues. May have a little bipolar issues there, Mr. Will. Fresh Prince of Slap Air.
So basically, Remington, how long have you been a pro wrestling fan for?
At least since '92. At least. I remember turning on pro wrestling. I think one of the first things I ever saw was a Super Bowl pay-per-view from WCW, and first glanced at Sting, saw the face paint and everything, liked him as a kid. Didn't really know his name too much because I was a kid. I was more into like Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, and all the other shit.
Right.
But I slowly started more getting into wrestling during that time and liking him more and more. Like especially the first time I ever saw him calm down from the rafters and all that shit. And I was like, oh my God, this is great.
The first time, like I said, with me with wrestling, first time I watched it on wasn't even WWF, it was USWA, like Memphis Wrestling.
Mhm.
And my first thing
Oh,
I got to
damn.
watch was the whole Jerry Lawler and Andy Kaufman thing. And I
Ooh,
was
you've been watching it a long time then. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So I mean, I seen a lot of stuff, and then my dad introduced me to stuff, and then I found out my grandfather almost got into a fight with a Japanese wrestler at a show, and I just was
That's
like,
actually kind of cool.
yeah. So I was like, man, but that Japanese wrestler better watch it because my grandfather at that time was 6'4", 250. So, I think I think he would have took those big old giant country hands and just.
You'd have to see that match. Like, I wonder if it would be one fight, one downfall, or it would have been even. I don't know. Them little Japanese dudes, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to see about that one. But, like, my fantasy match is seeing, like, my grandfather and that dude go at it. I want a fantasy match.
When we talk about Sting, the elevation of Sting, like the blonde hair Sting, and then he got the brown hair, then he went from the Crow, then he went to TNA, and went to the Joker Sting, and to the
Don't forget
Sting
Wolfpack.
Wolfpack Sting, and then we see the Sting that we got now. How do you feel? How do you think he's done it after all these years? Like the elevation that he's done, like the evolution.
I don't know, man. That man just never ceases to amaze me. He's been fucking amazing throughout his career to do what he's done. That man is always. There's a reason why this man's always been my favorite wrestler. It's not just because of the gimmick or the look. It's just the charisma, what he does. Always been a damn good wrestler too. He can't do what he used to do, but hey, I don't give a shit if he never throws a drop kick again. I'm cool with ow, and beating your chest and doing some clotheslines. I don't give a fuck because it's Sting. We know what he is. We know what he's all about. Even when he did the Joker gimmick and shit, I love that too. I didn't mind that at all, except for the last part of his career in TNA. They were just fucking him over. I can't watch that last bit of his career in TNA. It is just, I don't like it. Especially the whole. Oh my god, I have to remember this. The whole tapping onto Magnus. Ugh.
Oh god, yeah, no.
You got to remember the bad times with your favorite wrestlers, and you're like, yeah, I try not to watch those bad times because in my mind, I'm just like, that don't exist to me.
And the one thing I noticed about Sting was I was surprised that Sting did that drop through. He did that barricade, jumping off that thing through the table. I was like, man,
that was fucking great. I'm sitting there going, you know what? I'm impressed by that. I could imagine Sting pulling off like a red arrow. I'd be like, what the fuck?
If he pulled off the red arrow, I'd be like, okay, I'm done.
I've been like 60-something years old, my ass, and motherfuckers are talking shit about this man at his age. Half of you motherfuckers that are talking shit about this man at his age are not even going to look that healthy at that age, and you probably already look like shit now. Yeah. That's what's funny.
Now, when he went to WWE, I was going to ask you, how'd you feel about it at first, and then, and what'd you think do you think they fucked him over?
Oh, that's
there we go.
Fucked him over. No. They treated him fantastic. Best merch, best everything. Oh shit. Oh, I'm lying. Oh my god. The first time they announced it, I kind of took a deep breath because I remember seeing the 2K commercial with him in the game, and I knew right there. I was like, oh no, he's going to WWE. I know somebody said, well, he doesn't have a contract with him yet. That don't matter. It's going to happen. You wouldn't put him in the game just for that, just to make one appearance. Because then out of all these years, why come they never put Sting in anything else? It didn't make no sense to me. And he went there, and I'm like, oh no. I'm just crossing my fingers thinking, please, WWE, if you're going to do something right, please push this man. Right. Please give him the right retirement he's got. He's got one WrestleMania match. Give him Taker. I mean, the cards are there. They're laid out for you. They're fucking ready. No, we're going to put Taker against Bray Wyatt and Sting against Triple H. What the fuck? Okay. And they had his merch. They had all that. That was the only reason why I even pre-ordered 2K15 is knowing Sting was a pre-order character. That was your main focus for that game. He came in, did a couple promos against Triple H, Survivor Series. It was cool and all. I did not care for the new theme song. I did not care for that. I didn't understand. You guys had the rights to his Crow theme from WCW. You have the rights to that. Why didn't you just play that? Didn't make no sense. In the game, when you play with this older character, it's got the crow theme.
Right.
Well, you give him this bullshit, and you're calling him a vigilante? The fuck is this shit?
He ain't Batman.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, he's got a bat, so he's a Batman. Oh God, man, come on, man. Like all you gave him was one victory over Seth Rollins in a tag team match, and disqualification victory over Big Show. Whoop-dee. He's beaten Big Show a million damn times. So I didn't really understand that. I'm like, okay, off to a good start, whatever. I mean, it's decent. But, you know, when you had Mania come up, and I kind of knew, I was like, so they're going to give the Icon Sting in a fucking entrance with, like, violin, shit like that. And by the way, awesome Michael Myers cup.
Thank you.
And he's going to get this average entrance with these dudes fucking dressed up in his paint. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It didn't even fit him. It really didn't fit him, in my opinion.
No.
Like, what the fuck is this? Like, am I at a Japanese restaurant playing? I mean, what the hell's going on with this shit? And then Triple H gets a whole fucking Terminator entrance with Arnold announcing him. I'm like, what?
Judgment Day, Judgment Day is here, yeah.
Judgment Day is here.
Yeah.
Get ready to get terminated, Sting. Oh, I bet. Shit. Don't worry, Triple H will be back. Yeah, I can see that.
I was telling a friend of mine when we saw the Sting entrance, I was like, when we were watching it, I said, man, it kind of reminds me of those old Japanese Godzilla, like,
yeah, it didn't even go with the theme. It didn't even go well with it. It would sound like a cowbell in the background. I was like, so they're doing the Will Ferrell thing, more cowbell?
Yep.
I mean, and then going with the theme, I'm like, what? How come you didn't have something like a gothic kind of intro? I mean, it was during the day too, so it was kind of didn't fit with his dark gimmick, like during the daytime. And I guess I'll look past that. He had a shitty entrance, did not give a fuck about it. The match was good. But then, they had to get the nostalgia out there. DX versus NWO coming out. That was fucking great. The inner kid and all of us were probably going, oh, yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, I got a wrestling boner. Oh, man. I mean, they had to be freaking out over that shit. Like, how does Sex Pac make up his own mind what side he wants to be on? He was in both companies. He was in both groups.
And Kevin Nash fooled us all because he actually acted like he pulled a Hemi again or his quad.
Oh, damn it, Nash. You and your damn quads, man. You're always pulling something. He probably sits down, takes a shit, and pulls a quad. What the fuck, man? So bad. Yeah, Nash is going. And then they had to do everything they could to save Triple H. They had to Shawn Michaels super kick Sting, and I'm thinking, honestly, if he'd have just had it where Triple H wasn't able to use that piece, and you had to use a broken piece of sledgehammer to hit him in the head, and they made that the finish, and he just pinned Sting. And I'm at a live, I'm literally watching live with a bunch of other wrestling fans at Buffalo Wild Wings, just fucking pissed off to no end. I'm like, I didn't even think the referee even counted to 3. I was like, really? You could at least have Sting's foot go on the rope or something. Like, really? What the fuck, man? And I didn't understand that one damn bit. It would have been cool if Sting would just counter to hit it and grab the baseball bat out of nowhere and hit him in the gut. Bam! I'm like, because Triple H, you could have afforded to lose that Mania. And think about it. That was Sting's first and only WrestleMania. And he loses to Triple H. Wow. That was a big, big kick in the balls to Sting fans right there. That was a big shot in the fucking nuts. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That is a shot at WCW. I don't give a fuck what they say. It is. Mm-hmm. Because you notice that of all the people that came from WCW, they came to that company. Sting was the franchise of WCW, and he was treated the most like shit out of all of them. Even Booker T was treated better.
Goldberg's treated better.
Oh, they make it look like Goldberg was the only thing that ever existed in WCW. That pisses me off, too, by the way, what they do with Goldberg. I hate that. I hate that they do that. They make him look like he was the only big thing in WCW. Like, guys, he was only big for like a year and a half. He came in the middle. Sting covered the whole company when it started. I don't understand. But hey, he was the guy that kicked her ass in the ratings. He was their main eventer, so we gotta shit on him. Of course you do. Of course you do.
You know what's bad about that too is that he gets in really excellent shape and has that match with Seth Rollins.
I know Steen looked in really good shape in that match, and well, we all know that was because of a freak accident. But at the same time, you had to have Seth roll him up and a little. I'm like, wow. So he gets his neck fucked up, takes the buckle bomb, and I guess so. And I know, I don't hate Seth. I really don't. Sting already said it was an accident. It was something he did. He didn't take the move right. And people always blame Seth Rollins. You ended Sting's career. Well, technically, no, he didn't, because Sting's wrestling again in AEW. So I don't know why they say they ended his career. No, he didn't end his career. Put it on hold for a little bit. It was an accident, guys. Seth didn't mean to do it. Seth is my age. I don't think when you're in here with your idol wrestler, you're meaning to hurt your wrestler. I would have felt so bad, just like Seth did. I would have fallen, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I loved you as a kid. No.
I would have
felt so bad.
I would have went back there if that was me and Taker. I would have went back there like, dude, Mark, I apologize. I will come to your house. What do you need? I mean,
yeah, man, and like you're gonna be like, dude, he's gonna whip my ass when he gets healthy. Dude, he's gonna beat my ass. Oh my God, because you're gonna go. I'm gonna go to the hospital with him. I can't, man. He was my favorite wrestler growing up and shit. Just an accident happened. I feel like dog shit. Fuck, because I heard Seth said that he was really sorry, and that's why I didn't understand why people kept blaming Seth. I'm like, why? It's not his fault. Accidents happen, man. They like just Bret fucking Hart, happen.
Like Bret Hart, the man that can't get over shit.
Oh, that man! They didn't make a movie called Bret Hates Everything. Because God, he fucking hates everything. Every time you hear Bret, he's bitching about something, dude. Bret, are you ever happy? Like you just hate everything. This guy sucked. This guy was a shitty worker. Didn't care for this dude. Bret, dude. You're retired now. Like, chill. Take some chill pill. Take a Blue Chew dick gum.
We have Daniela in the comments waving.
What's up? Yeah, Bret does hate every damn thing, man. He really does. Like, fuck.
There's two things that Sting did during WWE that I liked. One, it was the night before WrestleMania, that Raw before WrestleMania, where he helps Randy Orton.
Yeah, that was cool.
Comes out of nowhere, and then when Seth Rollins has that statue and he's over there, and you can tell he's been in that little curtain for a while.
Yeah, with the paint like faded and shit, he was sweating like a motherfucker. Like, damn.
And those are two things that really come to mind for me. But I'm sitting there thinking, I think Sting would officially fully retired if he would have gotten that match with Undertaker.
You know what? And I would have, because as a fan of both of them, I wouldn't have given a shit who won, because either way I win. Either way, I love them both. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. I would have done both. Hell, I would have liked it if they would have had two matches and they would have been even. I would have been fine with that. They've been absolutely fine.
Just the nostalgia and just what their storylines could be, with both of them, and seeing their little theatrical stuff and having another person that could play mind games with Taker would have been perfect.
Just imagine them in the prime, though. The prime age. Oh, my God. Ministry Taker, Dark Sting. Oh, shit.
Undertaker, I'll tell you what. If Undertaker and Sting would have went at each other back in the day, Sting could have been the one that took down the Ministry.
It could have been. Because I know the original plan was, because from what I remember, Sting was supposed to come in at like Mania 18, and like they wanted him to face like Kurt Angle or some shit.
Yeah,
that's what I heard. That would have been a great match too, but still,
no,
it probably would have been better than Kurt Angle versus Kane, because that wasn't really all that.
Man, they shit on that one with, and I'm glad you brought that up, because I was more of a WCW guy.
Me too, man.
I went to more WCW shows than I did WWE. I went to a lot.
Oh, you lucky motherfucker, dude! I never got to go to one WCW show as a kid. It just when it came around, my parents were always invested in something else, and I was like, well, it would have been nice.
I had an older brother who acts like he doesn't like wrestling anymore, but when Scott Hall passed away, the first thing he wrote to me, he said, "Hey, you remember when we used to watch NWO go they were going after the Steiners, and they said, "Hey, Luger's house is on the left," and they were like beating up on the Steiners' car and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh my god, you remember that?" I was like,
It's like, I don't like wrestling, but you remember that moment? Like, you motherfucker, you like wrestling. Don't be lying to me and shit. Kick your ass.
"Yeah." I mean, honestly, I just kind of told him, I was like, "It's cool to see you."
It's like,
still do
remember
it.
the best moment ever when Sid Vicious threw the fit of Goldberg smashed his car? Oh my God! Goldberg! Remember the bad moments?
Oh my god, the bad moments, and all of a sudden when Sid's like, "Look, I'm gonna be Rey Mysterio. I'm gonna do a leg drop off the middle rope. Whoop, nope, broke my leg."
Oh, dude, I still remember that moment where Kevin was wearing the prosthetics looking like Sid Vicious. That was funny as fucking shit, the way he looked. Sid cuts that promo, half the man or half the brain, whatever the fuck he was saying. They were cracking up in the ring like, fuck is this motherfucker saying?
No, the one that got me is when the whole Four Horsemen, not your dog spot, your liver spot, your number.
Oh, that promo with X-Pac and all that. Oh, yeah, that was great. Not a liver spot. You know what? Yeah, I got his hand, and I got my beer hand right here. What the fuck? I'm an average man, average intelligence. Nash with that fucking cap on his head. Oh, my God. I'm like, dude, Nash just pulled off some funny-ass shit. Oh, man, he did. They did some funny fucking shit. Some people got offended by that Four Horsemen promo. How? That was the NWO. That was what they were all about. They were about pissing you off. That's the point of it. NWO was the shit.
I'll tell you what, though, if there wasn't, I mean, if people can say what they want about Hogan, and I know there's a lot of shit about him, and I'm not condoning all the shit that he's done, but I will say this, though. If it wasn't for him turning with Nash and Hall, I mean, honestly, I know the part was supposed to be Sting was supposed to be the choice.
Yeah, Sting was the original member, but even I thought as a Sting bed, nah, it wouldn't work, man. No.
Now, how Shawn Michaels went with them?
Well, we all know how that went when the NWO came to WWE. That didn't go so well.
No, that didn't go so well. So,
oh my God, WWE and NWO, WWE. Ugh.
So when did you start working out, Rem? Like when was the first time you started lifting weights and all that?
Gotta be around maybe. I can't remember what age exactly. Could have been 22, 23. I don't know. Early 20s. I do know that. Like at least 11 years, at least over 11 years of weightlifting. Watching wrestlers and shit, you get motivated. Like I saw that one damn day. I'm watching some of the old Sting matches or all these wrestling matches. I was like, man, they look great. I want to look like that. And that's what motivated me to lift weights, is to look like a wrestler. And because a lot of people's motivation is always they're going to say Arnold, Terminator, or Stallone. Oh yeah, very motivational movies. But no, it's wrestling that got me motivated. I'm like, man, I want to look like that. That's what did it.
Me and you've had that same problem. Like when I used to work out when I was an athlete, then I stopped going to the gym, and I went to the gym back in my early 20s, and then I got freakishly huge. And
yeah,
some people were sitting there saying, I had some friends even accusing me of steroids. Like they were.
You take a little needle, man, to get in your butt cheeks. Yeah, man, we're coming there and inject me. Let's do this.
Yeah, yeah. Like I even told one time, like they went to the gym with me. I said, okay. I even joked with him. It was on April Fool's too. I was like, all right, I dropped my bag, and I was like, hey, look, I'm going inside my bag. There's a syringe there. He's like, are you sure? Like, yeah, man, go ahead.
Hell, you know what? If they accuse you of shit, I could sit there and be like, hey, man, if you think that I'm on that shit, be my roommate for about a week. Check my bags every damn time I go somewhere. Check every damn thing. And I'll prove to you I don't take that shit. Because those guys have to do that shit almost every week, at least every month. So if you want to spend a whole month with me and look at my bag, check my room up, go right ahead, investigate. But you're not going to find anything. I must be one hell of a great person at hiding that shit. Because, dude, you could send a search dog in this room and he won't find it. Because there ain't none in there. But when you make fast progress more than anybody else, they always accuse you of that shit. It's just going to happen.
So let me ask you, Rim, when you do go work out and stuff like that, do you have like some of those guys in the gym staring at you? Because they're like...
all the time. Yeah. All the fucking damn time. Stares all the fucking damn time. A lot of younger kids. A lot of them come in there. They all look exactly the same. Like everybody's all about fucking biceps and arms. And that's it. I swear that's all. That's all you see kids do is arms, 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 back. That's all they do. Like then friends will talk about my friend's ripped. Well, no shit. He weighs like fucking $115. Of course he's gonna be ripped. The motherfucker. If I was $115, I'd be ripped too.
See, I have a buddy. I have a good friend of mine I've known for 30 years. He's in the Army and stuff. He's a staff sergeant, but he changed in. He looked like that little grungy kid, and then he changed into Captain America. And and he looks ripped, but he's big, but he looks ripped. But the thing is, I keep telling people, yeah, he's 185, 190 pounds.
You're gonna be ripped at that, especially if it. What do you know his height?
Well, see, I'm 6'1", so when he's next to me, he's like 5'10" or 5'9". So
okay, so it's not much. It's not much inches difference. So
no.
Kind of tall. That 100. Yeah, he would be that like height because I'm only 6 feet even. And but if I was 180 pounds, I'd have a 6-pack and shit. So, and that's another thing people don't understand is when people take that shit, it makes you extremely fucking ripped too. It's not going to make you fat and bulky. No. But you will get accusations of that shit all the damn time, especially when you're stronger than anybody or you lift an incredible amount of weight. They'll always be like, you didn't get like that naturally. Well, you want to be jealous and be a bitch, go right ahead. But I did.
Well, I mean, what's funny is back in the day when I was in my 20s, I wasn't even really dieting either. Like I was just basically still lifting and still doing stuff. And I was at Urban Active, then Goes Gym. And then now I finally went to Planet Fitness and I was sitting there like, I like Planet Fitness because it's really
cheap.
People still stare. They still stare at me because they'll see me do something on a machine that they never seen before, and they're looking at me like.
I'm not gonna lie. I was holding off on getting a Planet's membership for the longest time because our gym here used to be a Gold's gym. We used to have a Gold's, and then it got bought out by a place called O2 Fitness.
Yeah.
And I was just going there for a while because I was only paying $20 a month to go to Gold's. So. And we had a Gold's that was not even 12 minutes down the road that was 24 hours. And I was like, well, fuck it. What's the point of going to another gym when one's right here? I know you keep showing that fresh-ass Michael Myers cup. Ain't sick as shit. That cup brings the sex, by the way. It does.
Oh, man. I got a Friday the 13th one, too, and I got them at and people want to know where I got those things at. When you have a local Spirit Halloween, go over there to their store during September and October. You can find cups like that.
Oh, man, every time our Spirit Halloween comes here, I go fucking broke. Like, damn it.
Me and Mel go broke all the time.
I swear. It's like you go there like, shut up and take my money. There's going to be a million damn things I want there. And I'm like, man, fuck.
Now, the one thing I always get at the gym, now let me ask you something, Ram. Like, what's some of your biggest pet peeves in the gym? Because I did a video where I gave mine biggest pet peeves, but I'm kind of curious of what your pet peeves are.
Things that you don't like at the gym, huh?
Yeah.
Pet peeves. Well, this has been noted that I've said this a lot. And texting at the fucking damn gym bugs the living shit out of me. Motherfuckers sit on equipment. They fucking text constantly, talk constantly. I even hate it when they get on their phone. They start talking. They walk back and forth with one bench and they're not even using it. They're just talking on the phone to their wife or something. Dude, tell her you're at the swole room, okay? You'll be back later. Could you just tell her that? Your wife should understand that. It's your only time you get out of the day because we're dudes. We need alone time sometimes, and that's it. That's all I ask for is that. Just please, people don't bug the shit out of me while I'm there. But that'll be the one time people try to video call me, and I'm like, guys, I'm here now. You saw on my Facebook I'm checked in. Could you please not do that? But the texting on machines, or this too, where they take a bench and they lay their phone on it and their keys. And if somebody wants to use that little bench, well, they got to keep asking you, why should you put your keys in your phone and take up something that somebody else could use? Especially during after work hour when the gym is packed. You really shouldn't be taking up shit with your stuff. And that's one of them. The talking, the weird staring. Oh, and I've seen videos on this too. And I know everybody's seen these videos because if anybody works out, you are going to see these videos. The naked people in the locker rooms. I have seen quite a few butt cheeks and quite a few balls and nuts. Yeah, not by choice. I have walked in and seen dudes just bend over, bare ass, butthole naked, right in front of me. I'm like, oh, dude, come on, man. It's like seeing Sasquatch's butt cheeks when you walk in and shit. Big hairy asses. Like, what the fuck, man?
The last time I went, I shit you not, Rim. Last time I went in there and there was this older 70-year-old guy with loose skin and old balls. He looked like a fucking walrus.
It's like, oh shit, Ric Flair in TNA with his pants down. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was waiting for him to go out. Woo! That's all I was waiting.
There was one guy in a stall. I went in there to go like take a shit and everything, and I'm going towards the stall. Big 6'6" dude, bent over with his pants gone, bare feet, walking around the stall, and he's bent over naked on the toilet. And I will open the door, and then he's got the door open. I'm like, oh wow! And he goes in the other stall. He's taking a shit naked with his bare feet on the floor. What the fuck? Dude, I'm not putting my bare feet on that nasty-ass bathroom floor. Fuck that. I'll go in the showers. That's about it, man. I'm not walking around stalls like taking a shit. What the? There's some people that do things, I'm thinking, dude, nobody wants to see your naked ass. It's weird what goes on there. It really is.
So what I'll do is, because our gym is so nasty over here, I will just basically grab my bag and be like, look, my house is only like a few minutes down the road. So guess what? I'm going to wait to shower then.
Yeah. I mean, in our planet, since ours is a little newer, it's only been around for maybe almost 2 years. It's still kind of new. This one's like really nice. They got those really wide fucking showers, and they're great. Us big men, we got to have wide showers because I've been to gyms where you couldn't even fit in the fucking shower. The little tiny stalls. Like, why do y'all make this? It's a gym, but y'all making showers extremely tiny. Like, especially at a Gold's. You're making Gold's gym showers small? Like, I thought Gold's was full of big dudes. I mean, I hold it off on Planet Fitness for a while because I kept seeing those commercials about calling big dudes lunkheads and making fun of big people. I was like, should I go here? Because I don't know, man. Because I'm not going to deal with that bullshit where they're going to kick me out for being too big or too strong. Because I've heard stories about that shit. I've seen all of it. I mean, anytime I try something new, I always watch reviews on YouTube about it or look at, read up on it because I want to know what the fuck I'm getting into. But I knew some of my friends went there and I tried it out and they've been cool to me ever since. I mean, I'll go to some of the ones that don't know me and then they're more strict on their rules over there. But if they know you at the counter and shit, so they know me so much, they just check me in right when I walk in the door, and they're cool with me doing whatever. Because I've asked before. I think the only time they really spoke up to me is when I was doing squats and took my shoes off. They're like, "Yeah, you can't have your shoes off." I'm like, oh, "Okay, whatever."
Yeah, I mean,
shit, they just got done kicking out a guy the other damn day because the lunk alarm went off on him like the third time, and he was doing some kind of, I don't know what this dude did. He comes in wearing like superhero spandex. And he's like 67 years old, and said he was from the Navy, and he's doing upside down bench press. I shit you not. I don't know what the fuck this was. He's on the machine. He puts the guards there, and he's got his legs in the air over his head, benching. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Everybody walks by and going, is he doing upside down blowjobs? I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And you can hear him. He's not benching it. He's putting the guards up, and he's banging the fucking weights, going bam, bam. Bam! And finally the alarm went off, and I knew it was him. I was like, uh-oh, there they go. And there goes the staff over there. And they told him to leave. And everybody said, did you hear the one guy get kicked out, the one that dresses like a superhero? I'm like, yeah, the more arm went off. That was like the third time. Like, no, he threatened to kick the staff. He threatened to kick his ass. I was like, yeah, when you make threats. See, that's where I have a short temper. I can't work at places like that where some motherfucker threatens me because I'm going to want to go in the parking lot and have some fun. I don't take well to fucking threats. Like, yeah.
Me and you both there. And I tell you, one thing I don't like at the gym is when you see a man on a machine and a woman's on a machine, and they basically are both sitting. He's over there trying to mac on her while you're you're like, okay, I'm gonna do legs today. And all of a sudden, when you go do the legs,
he said somebody's gonna do legs today. I'm sorry, I had to laugh at that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's like okay, well today I got legs and like shoulders planned. And then when you have that plan, it's like every motherfucker's doing legs too.
See, here everybody does legs on Wednesday. Like Wednesday seems to be leg day for everybody around here. I don't know why. They just choose what day to do it. I do them on Tuesdays. So I try to get it done before, because I hate going in there doing a muscle group that everyone's doing. I'm like, great. It's gonna be like the fucking DMV. I'm gonna have to wait, because I'm a patient person. I'm not a rude person. I don't like to go up to women and go, hey, how many more sets you got? Could you get off of it? No, I'm just. But if the guy's texting, I'm eventually gonna go, hey man, like, how long you got on this? Because man, just get the fuck off the damn thing. Don't sit there and text for 30 minutes. I've had it where I've went to machines and done a million sets and gone to this machine, got my shit done, and you'd still see the same guy in the same damn machine texting. Like, for real, dude. Like, what the fuck, man? Or you see people doing things that you're like, I really want to tell him what he's doing is fucked up. He's going to fuck himself up, but nobody wants to listen to your advice. I had a little Marine getting pissed off at me because he was squatting 4th place, but I seen his legs shaking and his back was just about to crack. It's too much weight for the little guy. He's like 5'5". He's got a little man complex. And he's sitting there. I see him shaking like a fucking leaf. And he comes over to me. He's like, hey, big man, can you sit there and like spot me during squats? And I've usually never spot guys during squats. I've never been asked to do that. It's kind of awkward, actually. And I told him, I said, do you really? I had to be honest with him. I was like, do you really want to put? Because he wanted to add more. He wanted to do 500 pounds, and I was like, do you really want to do that? He's like, what do you mean? I say, well, man, I kind of seen you over there. Your form was kind of off, and you were shaking real bad. Oh, that fucked his ego up. He was pissed. He didn't show it, but I could tell in his eyes. He was like, oh, I could do it. I'm like, you sure, man? You were kind of struggling. He's like, oh, okay. And he walked back, took his weights off, and stompled off. Every time he saw me in the gym, he kept flexing the mirror where I was at. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm trying to help. I'm being brutally honest with you. You're struggling. Okay, I know your ego can't fucking take it, but I'm just telling the truth about you. Not trying to be a dick. I'm trying to help make sure you don't hurt yourself. That's all.
The one thing I hate is the one thing I find funny is when there's like older men that are trying to work out and they're like doing like the bar thing like this, but they look like they're humping it because they can't like.
Oh yeah.
They can't place their thing, and I'm sitting there like I just want to go over there and be like, sit down.
Man, I sit from a distance. I look at shit like I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? What the fuck is he doing? Yo, you want to grab your friends going, dude, look at this shit. Look at that motherfucker. Look. Like, what the fuck is he doing, dude? Like, I don't know. Like, I can't help it. Sometimes you try not to judge, but damn, it's hard not to. God, it's hard not to. Fuck it. You just want to help. I've seen girls get in the leg curl machine and they look like they're doing humps. And I'm like, what the fuck is she doing? Why is she humping the leg thing that's supposed to go where your feet are at and you're supposed to curl it? Oh no, they'll be on there humping it, like going up and down with their hips. I'm like, that's not a hip duction machine. I mean, they showed one guy that went on the I don't know what you call it. It's for your back. You lay on it and you go backwards on it.
Oh yeah,
just humps your lower back.
Yeah.
They showed a guy online doing it with his head. I'm like, what the fuck? Sir, that's not for your head.
Yeah.
Okay. Does he ever watch those gym fail videos? I love watching those fucking videos. Gym fails, awkward shit.
Yeah.
They're fucking great. People do shit that makes me go, is this dude trying to literally deadlift 500 pounds and his back is cracking? Like, oh, no.
There's an old friend of mine who decided he wanted to go to the gym because he ain't been to the gym in years. And he was like, I want to do exactly what you do. I said, no. You don't.
Easier said than done, my friend.
You don't. So I said, oh, okay, well, you want to do it, then do it. When he did it, when he was doing it, he was like shaking. I was like, dude, put it down. Do some little left. He's like, no, I could do exactly what you did. The next day, he couldn't even lift his
arms. You can't, but okay.
He couldn't even lift his arms. I was like, dude. I was like, now you got a problem with your arms. Now you got a problem with your arms. Now you won't be able to wipe your ass for a couple of days because.
What's up, Bolston?
That's Bolston there. Yeah. So I mean, honestly, now when you first started working out, like how'd you get from, because I don't know how big you was then, but like, what made like
I was probably maybe a good 190, maybe even 200 pounds even when I first started, maybe even. So. It started off slow and then it progress got faster and shit because, you know, when you start working out, you don't know all the routines. You don't know everything to do. You're just like, fuck, I don't know what to do. And then you start getting those routines from trainers. You start meeting people. You start watching videos. You're like, okay, this does this, this does that. Because I just started off with some hand weights in a room and started curling in a mirror. I mean, we all started somewhere. We all started off with like an old rusty bench press or a weight kit or somewhere. Kind of even makes you want to cry when you see your old weights that you started off with and you're like a kid. You're like, man, that was the shit. That was where I began.
Man,
Crying? No, I'm not crying, man. Shut up.
I started off with these old rusty ass dumbbells. And
Oh yeah.
so I went to go see him. The other day because I gave them to a friend, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, he was like, "What?" I'm like, "I'm so proud to see it."
Memories, man, just memories. And my origin story, man. It's like, and then when my fucking rusty bar would get too rusty, I'd just wrap tape around it and shit so it wouldn't cut my hand. I'm like, fuck it. Put some tape around that bitch. It still works. Doesn't matter what you got. You can still use it. I mean, I've seen the old bust up dungy gyms where everything's duct tape when it's got a hole on it and all the weights are all rusted up. And to me, I always wanted to work out one of those old powerhouse gyms that the powerlifters go to, those dungy looking places. Like, oh man, I'd love to go there. Yeah, and here we ain't got no air conditioning, boy. You coming here, welcome to hell. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. Let's do this.
I tell you what, though, when I started doing an indie wrestling training when I was like 19 or 20, they purposely turned off the air conditioner in that place. Woo! And it was like 100 degrees. There was 100 degrees outside. It was like 110 there. I saw some people throw up. I was huffing and puffing, but because I was working.
Oh well, sometimes they'll give you the bucket and they'll tell you you're going to need this.
But I was working at FedEx too at the time, and I was able to maintain because I would work their trucks during the day, so I was able to maintain the heat more than anything. And I saw this one guy in class. He came up and he goes, "Man, I just got done eating a Diet Coke. I just got done drinking Diet Coke and a Burger King." I said, "Dude, you're gonna throw up in about 10 minutes."
Well, like Ultimate Warrior said when he was training his people, you're gonna need a bucket. It's gonna be a Picasso painting coming out your ass or your mouth. It's gonna be. Did you ever watch that shit when Warrior tried to do that before he passed? The Warrior show.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, those were great. I was watching those. He only did like a couple episodes before he passed. I'm like, man, if he'd have still been alive and they were doing that where he was training these bands, I was like, man, I want to be trained by Warrior, dude. I like him. Fucking cussing at you, yelling at you. I love that shit. Fucking do it. Do it. Fucking get your ass up. Like, yeah. Fucking Warrior's motivation videos were great.
A buddy just messaged me on Facebook saying I need to do my Warrior impersonation, so I have to get myself into it home, Matt.
No, you understand? You better do it now. You do the better powder, man.
Oh, go, gun.
Hold on, just a second. I'll be right back.
Is Remington trying to look like Darby Allen? I have no clue what you're talking about. How about say that motherfucker's name is as big as one of my fucking quads?
Darby Allen, yeah.
Like I like his wrestling ability. I'll give it to the kid. He's fast as shit. He's got a great ability. He does. But when I look at him, I was like, he looks like somebody. He looks like a Hot Topics kid. That literally, it looks like Hot Topics and Blonde Sting had sex. Like literally. Matter of fact, the Hot Topics used to be my fucking store in high school. I used to be there all the fucking time until it turned into crap.
Yeah,
the day I knew it was crap was the day that I saw a Justin Bieber shirt and I'm like, oh, this is not Hot Topics anymore.
Oh no. The Hot Topics store used to be a really good place, and they had good wrestling gear.
They did, man. And I remember in high school I used to have those trip pants. I used to have those all the fucking damn time.
So speaking of this, like when you are at the gym, what is on your playlist? Like what do you usually listen to get you?
It's actually, God, it kind of depends. It's either metal, 80s rock, Insane Clown Posse. And a lot of times I like to listen to wrestlers' theme songs too. Like, you know, a lot of the themes and listen to the commentary. Like to watch podcasts and shit. Like it's a mixture of shit. It goes from one to another.
A buddy of mine introduced me to synthwave. I listen to that sometimes, and other times I'm over there listening to gangster rap.
Whatever gets you in that mood.
But mainly I'll listen to metal and I'll listen to rock, and sometimes I'll listen to good music that gets me in the mood is when I listen to the Rocky movie soundtrack.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Sometimes I'll even watch the fight scenes and just listen to it while I'm working out.
That right there kind of gets me going, especially with the whole Ivan Drago and the.
Oh yeah, dude! Fucking walk in the gym and you got your shit playing. Hearts on fire, yeah, let's do it. Like that's my shit right there.
I don't know what it is. I will put that on if I feel like I'm about to faint, or I feel like I'm just not feeling it. I'm like, I'm putting this on. All of a sudden, I just start getting stronger. It's weird. It's a weird ass.
You hearing fucking Drago talk to you and shit. You will lose.
You will lose. Yeah.
I must break you. That's what every guy says to their girlfriend before they wax that ass. I must break you. Fucking shit. I am real champion. That's how you think when you go in the gym. You think of that speech where he goes, if he dies, he dies.
I always look at shit. If I feel like shit and I go into the gym, I will look at a barbell. I'll look at a weight. I'll be like, look, one of us is going down. I don't know which one.
Exactly.
But one of us is going down. I don't care. I don't even work.
It goes from that, and all of a sudden your soundtrack goes into fucking danger zone. Like, yeah.
I like listening. I like listening to old '80s wrestling themes. Like I'll put on Demolition. Theme,
oh yeah.
Or I'll put on some Road Warriors and just start listening.
Oh yeah. I'll get me and my buddy will work out and I'll play the Road Warriors theme. So I'm like, yeah, you know what this means? Let's do it. Like, yeah. Like, what a rush.
Well,
good shit.
I mean,
it's time to get in here and fuck some people out.
Yeah, I mean, I like, and there's another thing at the gym too. I don't know if it bothers you, Rem, but for me, I hate the people that come in there, and I don't have any, and I'm not being racist with this comment here, but there's
okay. So you're being racist. Go ahead.
And ours, there's a lot of Hispanics that come there, short guys, and they come there, but they take over everything. Like you want to do the bench press area, you want to do the squat area. They're all
I've seen that happen. And no offense to those guys, but they got some horrible fucking genetics. Oh my god, they do. I've seen some of the same guys be in the same gym for like 4 or 5 years, but like, dude, that motherfucker has looked the exact same since fucking 2015. He has not changed. Looks the exact same. Has not changed one damn bit. And I think in my mind, do these guys, why don't they, and I see what they do, and they do the same workouts over and over again. Like, do they not get that they're not changing? I don't get it. After about like a year, if I didn't see results, I would think, okay, I'm gonna have to do something different. I'm gonna have to.
Man, I was one of those guys when I was younger too that came in there thinking I had to get my biceps going and this and that, blah blah blah, and you have to work on the deltoids and your triceps and your
your triceps, your back. You have to look at all of it. Show them. Come on, don't hide it.
But then I started to go like, you know what? I mean, like, the big arm thing is cool, but I need to get my other parts of me big. So
yeah. We got one that goes to our planet, and he's just all arms and nothing else. But when he talks, I ain't trying to lie. And this is fucked up, but it's kind of funny. I'm not trying to lie. I got to. This motherfucker's got these big-ass, jacked-up 20-inch fucking arms and shit. But when he talks, Richard Simmons. Like, big-ass arm. Hi, how you doing, girl? I'm like, whoa, I didn't expect that. Whoa, that's like fucking Brock Lesnar literally having Seth Rollins' voice. It wouldn't look right.
Oh my God, Seth Rollins.
But then again, I never want to hear Brock ever scream again. Ah! Like, yeah, the fuck was that? I bet when everybody saw that part when he screamed, dude was probably sitting back smoking a black going, yo, what the fuck was that? Rewind that.
So let me ask you, Rem, do you actually do the whole, because some people get confused, and this is for people out here who are watching that are going to the gym or trying to learn how to get like your size or my size. But I'm going to ask you this one. Do you do the heavy weights with the small reps, or do you do the high reps with the smaller weights?
I do both. I mix it up. I usually do both. I try to do it all. That's the only, like, when young kids ask me, well, do you do high reps? Do you do this low volume? Do you do this? I'm like, kid, I do it all of it. I switch it up every week. 1 week it's this, 1 week it's that. And that's probably why I've gotten so damn big, because I'm doing both. And some people just want to stick with one. I don't really get the people that go in there and just do nothing but heavyweight every damn day. I'm like, when you keep doing that, your body's going to get used to that. It's not going to grow. It's not. You got to do something different, man. Doing the same shit. I say like this: train the same, remain the same. That's just how it is.
And there's nothing wrong with, like, if like one day, say for example, you're in there and you could bench press 245. This is for you guys out there in the comment section.
Yeah, nobody's judging.
If you can bench 245 1 week, no one's going to judge you if you come in there and say, you know what, I only want to do 80 pounds or 90 pounds today.
Exactly, because I get friends that go in there and they can only put 25 pounds at each end. Hey man, you're in here doing you. I am not making fun of you. I don't give a fuck if you're shaking or you can only bench a 45-pound plate each end and you go, don't judge me. I ain't judging. I'm not man. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm not some asshole, man. You get up, you mature in your 30s, man. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. Oh, dude, all I could do is 20 pounds on this little, all I could put on this leg press is maybe 40 pounds, man. Like, okay, well, you know what? You use it, you rep the shit out of it. Rep it out until your fucking legs are sore.
I will tell people, I've used the Arnold's Bodybuilding Encyclopedia. That shit works. And I'm going to tell people.
Dude, who hasn't read that? Who hasn't? That's like the Bible for weightlifters.
I mean, I went from the whole, like, starting light at first, and then then that fourth or fifth rep, you're just like at your max. So that stuff right there, when you that's basically mixing both in one. Like, you're doing the small reps and then you're mixing in the big one. So I'm with Remington on this. You have to mix it in both. And sometimes I'll do both at the same time. Like, I might do one machine, I might do heavy, and the other machine I might do
You try to tell it to the younger generation, they don't listen. I've tried telling a lot of kids in their 20s, and they'll go right back to lifting heavy weight, shaking like a leaf, not knowing what they're doing. That's another thing. People using shit form too. That shit really will fuck you up. You're really asking for injury there. I did that one time. I learned real quick, fucking squatting 600 pounds and shit without a weight belt, and my fucking form was off, and I felt like a pull in my lower back. I'm like, it didn't hurt then. And then for some reason, when I sat down in the locker room, like, this huge fucking pain came in my back, and I was literally fucked up for days. I was like, oh, I pulled something. Something's bad. And I had to go to fucking emergency, and they said, yeah, you got a lot of swelling on your back. You must have slipped something. I'm like, ugh. Yeah, you'll learn from that shit. You'll fucking learn when you're fucking up in bed for fucking a week.
And when I was younger, I ended up tearing this pectoral muscle. And and then for a while there, I had to let it heal. Basically, that was basically what they were saying. You got to let it heal. And
that's like having a small heart attack right there. Like, Jesus.
So at that time, I learned as a younger guy at that point, I'm like, okay, let's slow it down. Gotta slow it down now, because now it's going to be bad.
Yeah, a pulled muscle is one thing, but I couldn't imagine the fucked up pec. What wrestlers go through when they pull something in the ring. When you see them in fucking pain screaming, you're like, I feel him. I've had that. I know what that is. Like, fuck.
The only thing that I don't do a lot now is I don't do squats anymore because of my knees. I try not to do them.
Yeah, you fucked up knees.
Yeah. I try not to.
It happens.
But every now and then I start to feel springy. Every now and then I feel springy, and I'm like,
I mean, there's a couple of YouTubers that try not to do squats anymore because they're fucked up. They fucked their backs up. You've heard of the Hodge twins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody should have heard of them. Yeah, because the people always bitch to them and shit, and they're always saying people bitch to us because they never see us do legs. We got fucked up backs. I'm like, hey man, I ain't bitching. You got a fucked up back? You can't do it? There's many other leg workouts you can do. You don't have to do squats all the time to make your legs huge. You really don't.
No. The Stairmaster is one that a lot of people don't use, and I'm sort of thinking that thing right there.
Oh my God! I figured out if you do a couple hours of legs, and then you go do cardio and you do like the bike and then do the Stairmaster after, every leg's gonna be every muscle in your leg's pulling like a motherfucker. Like, holy shit. Your next day you're literally like trying to send the toilet, asking your woman, I'm gonna need some assistance in here.
I've been there.
I can't get up. Please help me.
I've been there
God.
And I've been there too because Mel will go with me to the gym because she likes working out, and then she'll be like, "Do I need to help you up?" I'm like, "Yes."
Honey, I need my benzodiazepines.
Yeah.
What about shit myself? Oh, that's a bad day at the gym. You hear a guy in the background. It's all quiet. Yeah, we're gonna fill these papers. Oh, shit myself. Ronnie, you okay? Yeah, he's okay. He did leg day again. He shit himself. Means he had a good workout. Shit, I've been on leg press before, and all that leg press does is make you up to farting like shit because all that pressure on your ass. Oh.
I have to tell the story. I have to tell the story before I go into the next question with you. But there was a guy who was bench pressing next to me once at Go's Gym. The motherfucker was wearing all white.
Oh no.
And skinny dude saw me what I was lifting, and he was like, well, I could do that too. While he was lifting, I heard it fart, and all I saw was brown stuff come out and down his pants.
Oh no. Oh no. Like, hey, honey, look at the White Ranger shit himself. Go, poopy Rangers. There's always somebody next to you, too, when you're doing a bench or something. And you know when someone's next to you, they're trying to compete with you. Because you could see them throwing on ridiculous weight so fast, and they see what you do, and they're like, kid, don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Like, stop.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is over here at our Planet Fitness. They will literally try to compete with you. That's like, oh, so he did it that way. Let me see if I
had it one time, yeah, because we have a planet right here that's next to the Marine base. So all the Marines go in there. And a little short blonde Marine was doing the, oh, God, I call it the no lat walk. They walk like they have big lats. And it's like, oh, God, why do you guys do that? He sits down next to me. And I could hear, because my headphones were turned off right there because I was doing something. And I could hear him going, like doing gorilla noises. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you doing? He fucking throws on the same weight I'm already on now, 2 plates. And he's like, like every set. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And he fucking tries to put on 3 plates. He barely gets it. And he just leaves. I'm like, okay, if that wasn't a fucking, yeah, hey, watch this behave, big guy. Watch what I can do. Yeah, you're doing something that I can do. I don't care.
Oh, look what I can do.
I know, like you're struggling with 3 plates. Like, dude, I've repped 3 plates out like it's easy. Like, get the fuck out of here.
See, I'm the kind of guy that would actually like go to the gym. I would actually wear like booty shorts just to piss people off. Just to be like, what the hell?
Dude, bring back the parachute pants. Wear them motherfuckers. Yeah, the parachute pants. Fucking wear some Richard Simmons ball high shorts and shit. Like, yeah. Like, are you guys wearing spandex? Yeah. Doesn't look great. My ass looks really good in these.
Man, they would. I've seen some weird people how they dress there. Then some of them would wear like some like Tommy Hilfiger, and they wear all these nice fancy stuff. And I'm sitting there thinking,
like shit I wore in fucking middle school, Bugle Boy shorts and shit, fucking Fat Farm, all that shit. Oh man, like remember when the tap out shirts were everywhere? Oh yeah. God,
and the FUBU.
Oh, the FUBU. Oh. That was, you look back, you're like, what the fuck were people wearing? Y'all motherfuckers make fun of the 80s clothes, but then look what the fuck y'all were wearing in the like early 2000s. Like, look at that shit.
I'm just the guy that will go wear shorts and sweatpants, and I'll just wear like my NWO shirt or this one or
fuck yeah.
Just Batman shirts and everything. I'm just one of those kind of guys. I'm like, I don't even care about.
Same here, man.
The fashion.
All right, I was walking my Wolfpack shirt the other damn day, walking around Walmart. I only had a couple guys going to be like doing a little too. They were like, "Oh yeah, too sweet, dude." I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, you know what it's about." Yeah.
Now speaking of this, Rim, like I know that you're working out and wrestling and everything, but what are some hidden talents that you have that most people on here don't know you got?
Hidden talents. I don't know. I fuck really good.
You're a pretty good damn voice impersonation.
Just damn good at entertaining, damn good at being funny as shit. I'm random. And that's what's good about it. I'm very random. I just say random fucking things that catch people off guard, and I love it. That's just my fucking personality. Some people could think, he ain't like that in real life. Oh, yes, I am, motherfucker. This is me in real life. I'm not a fake person. I don't go online and play these fake characters that a lot of people do, and then be somebody different in real life. No, this is fucking me. Because a lot of people go on here and they go by fake names. They don't show their face. They just act fake, and it's real sad, really. Like, be yourself, man. Be yourself.
I'm very random too, because I remember one time we, my friend's girlfriend and Mel were all talking about colors, and then I just randomly yelled "period blood."
Yeah,
it's just random like stuff like that. And they just start cracking up and stuff like that. I'm like, that's.
It's like I like Green Hulk shit. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
it's really great. Because green's my favorite color. I'd be like green, like the color of Hulk's poop.
I mean,
somebody say some random colors. Like the most random one I ever heard was like somebody liked the color yellow. I've never heard anybody ever say yellow in my life. One time.
I never heard nobody say yellow. Yeah, I mean that's one.
Yeah, one time I've ever heard somebody say my favorite color is yellow. I'm like, you are right. That's different. Hey, it's usually people always like purple or blue.
That's what I would ask them randomly. Like, do you like mustard yellow or do you like corn yellow?
It's like, yeah, do you say you like Joker's panties purple? Man, that's great. Good stuff. But yeah, impersonations, comedian, all that shit. And
right.
Pretty much. They're, hidden talents. Because it's funny because some of the people on here that can, say that you're not talented are the ones that have no fucking talent if their life depended on it. That's what's funny.
Yeah, and they drink like 15 million beers.
Yep. You're not talented. Well, when I got 1,000 views on a couple of my videos, and you can only get up to 80, I think everybody disagrees with that.
When you have that beer gut,
yeah,
I mean, let's just clarify.
I mean, don't come at me looking like Santa Claus with AIDS. Don't come at me with that shit.
I mean, I know that you like a lot of like comics. So, what was some of your favorite comic characters? Like, what do you?
Oh, always Superman growing up. Superman, Flash. It was a weird combination too. It was always Superman, Flash, and Spawn. A weird combination. Spawn was the shit. Who the fuck couldn't like Spawn? I mean, Batman was cool when I was a kid, but it was always like Christopher Reeves, all the Supermans. It was just, I love Superman. I just did.
So when you saw the Justice League movie, did you like the scene where Superman and Flash were racing each other at the end?
That was fun. And yeah, I gotta agree with everybody. The Henry Cavill CGI chin looked really weird. That whole, I was like, ugh, boy, you could see it. You could really see it.
You can see that porn mustache.
Yeah, I was like, wow, they tried to blur it out, but it just, I don't know why he just didn't shave it. He was going to make double money with that movie instead of Mission Impossible anyway. I wouldn't give a fuck about being a Mission Impossible movie. Like, you're going to make double money with Justice League. Double. Because I saw Mission Impossible. I couldn't take Henry serious as a bad guy. I just couldn't. I was like, no.
Well, the rumor is, I know you're a big Hulk fan, but the rumor I was reading about is that Hulk might be in Deadpool 3.
Yo, I'm fucking down for that.
Because I remember watching the Wolverine versus Hulk cartoon movie, and what Hulk said, I'm gonna tear talking man's head.
Oh yeah, Wolverine versus Hulk, the animated movie. That was a good one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, when Deadpool was in there. Fucking love Deadpool. Hey Logan, I shot you. I love that shit. Who likes snacks? You do. Fucking throws Deadpool right into Hulk. Ah!
Now, the one thing I missed I love watching the X-Men animated series. That's why I have Disney Plus, because I like watching them. The one thing is, Deadpool was not in that damn cartoon. And I never for the life of me could understand that. But now they're redoing that cartoon. And they're going to
you know what? They've been doing Deadpool kind of dirty when it comes to cartoons. But when it comes to the movie, he won.
Ryan Reynolds.
He was born to play fucking Deadpool. I don't know what the fuck they were smoking with that version of Deadpool and X-Men Origins. I don't know what the fuck that was.
That was I don't know what that was.
I mean, like, what the fuck? When I finally cleared it up and made the real Deadpool with the costume, and the first movie came out in theaters. Oh, I saw that in theaters. I was like, that was fucking amazing. That was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my damn life. He was made for Deadpool. That was fucking great. I'm going home tonight and I'm touching myself over this.
Just imagine for Deadpool 3, what the hell is he going to do with Disney?
Oh, you're just going to have to let it happen. Disney, you're going to have to let Deadpool be rated R and just be who he is. It's just how it is. You cannot PG Deadpool. You cannot do it.
If you had a chance to be in any movie as any character, who would you go for?
Oh God, I'm like if I had to be any character in like comic movies or just movies, period.
Just television movies, yeah. Like who would you want to like reprise if you had a chance to be that character? And you had a chance to.
It was always a dream of mine to always be a Terminator. Always wanted to be in a Terminator movie. Terminator, always. It's just something I loved as a kid. I was like, man, I got the body for it. It would have been so cool just to say, hey, even if the movie sucked, I'm like, dude, I was a fucking Terminator. I was a fucking Terminator.
Now, would you want to be the good Terminator or the bad one that fights Arnold?
Wouldn't matter. It wouldn't fucking matter. I'd have been like, I don't give a fuck. Just being a Terminator would be fucking great. Just a T-800 model and just be like, I could brag about that. Like, dude, that was me. It's fucking great.
As a kid, I always wanted to be Batman, but then when I got older, now that Hugh Jackman's not playing Wolverine Marvel,
yeah.
I'll do it.
Definitely. Like, as a kid, I think, like, when I first saw Superman, I was like, what kid didn't want to have the powers to fly and super speed and strength? That would have been fucking great. Although I've been robbing banks like a motherfucker. That's like if I was an Invisible Man. It's the ultimate power to have. And you can't tell me he's an Invisible Man. What do you do with the Invisible Man? I'm just going to chill and go out. I'm like, dude, I'll be robbing banks like a motherfucker because no one can see me. Until they lock the door on you, they don't know you're in there. You're like, oh, shit. Ah, damn it. I'm going to find a way out of here.
Now, let me ask you this. There's a rumor going around with this new Terminator movie that they're talking about not letting Arnold be a part of it and have Dwayne Johnson as the new Terminator.
Oh, no. Please tell me. I didn't even hear a rumor about any Terminator movie. I thought they scrapped it for years. They weren't going to do shit.
There was something Arnold was talking about that he was talking about doing at least one more. And apparently they are telling him, well, we might be going in a different direction. And we might have
Okay, my thought process was always, I don't know why you guys have never gone forth, and I don't know why Jim Cameron just didn't make another Terminator, because I'm sorry, I've seen every Terminator after Terminator 2, and just nothing has compared. Nothing.
Nope.
I remember seeing, Rise of the Machines in theaters when I was a kid in 2003, but I thought it was the best thing ever because when I was a kid, I was fucking arrogant. I look at it now, and I'm like, oh, T3 sucked. But I'll take T3 over the last one, Dark Fart. Like, Dark Fart sucked. That's terrible. You fucking killed John Connor and you made it look like it doesn't matter if we had him or not. We're going to have a female as, the new John Connor. I'm like, what was the point of ever protecting him? You made the first movie seem like that doesn't make any sense. Because the whole mission was to protect him and he was the future leader. And now you're saying it doesn't matter if he dies or not, we're going to get somebody else. Then that makes the movies pointless. I don't get it.
So I know you're a big Walking Dead fan. So if you were in The Walking Dead, would you want to be on Rick Grimes' side or Negan's side?
All Rick. I got to go with all Rick. Been with him from the beginning. And we all kind of see where Negan kind of ended up anyway. So, but in a world like that, that's the scary part. You wouldn't know whose fucking side to be on because you don't know if you're on the bad or the good.
Now, I know we got the last couple last season coming up. I know some fans are talking about this. I don't know about you, man, but I told Mel I would be so disappointed if Rick doesn't show up in the end.
They got to. They have to end it with Rick showing up. I kept thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to be pissed off in two ways. If you don't get Rick in here sooner or later, I'm going to be pretty upset. But then if you end it with just him showing up and you just show a glimpse of him and it ends there, I'm like, what? I mean, at least, because I know we're getting the Rick movies. I know we're getting the movies. I mean, but still, man, we got to have something because, honestly, as a Walking Dead fan, I'm giving my opinion about this. These villains, now that we got as the last villains, they're kind of fucking weak to me. I mean, I don't see how they compare to the fucking Skinwalkers or Alpha. That was the shit. I mean, they were dangerous as shit. That was just like on another level.
If I had a chance to go scrap with any of them, I would love to fight Beta. I mean, I'm just saying, because Beta's a big boy.
I know, Beta was the shit, man. I was like, damn, Glenn Jacobs, you could have played his character on that fucking show. Kane could have went out there as Beta. They would have been scared shitless of that motherfucker. Fucking, damn.
But
have your girl get in bed and be like, I am Alpha. Damn right, baby. You are.
The best villain I've seen on there has been Negan, the whole little pig.
Oh yeah, like you know, she was a great villain after him. I'll give her credit for that. She was a great damn villain, but Negan was on another fucking level of just dude. And that episode where he kills everybody, he kills people with the bat, and he fucking knocks Glenn's head with that fucking eyeball popping out. That scene right there had people tearing up and hating Negan. That was like a shock around the world.
That was in the comics.
When people saw that episode, man, everyone was talking about that. I was like in shock. I was like, wow. Now that is a fucking villain. His acting and everything. Holy shit. And now it's weird to even watch Supernatural and watch him as fucking the dad on there. It's weird to see it because all I see is Negan.
Now, a lot of people don't know this. After the show's over, Carol and Daryl are getting their spinoff together.
Yep.
And now Maggie and Negan are getting theirs.
Megan and Negan, yep. We're getting that. We're getting the fucking movies. And then, and to all the Fear the Walking Dead fans, it was a shocker in the next trailer, so a certain person's returning to that.
Mm-hmm. Now, I told Mel this, and I think that the guy that they are attached to now, the one at the Commonwealth, I think they know Rick.
They might.
Or they're the ones
I just want to see Rick's reaction knowing that he's got a 6-year-old kid. He doesn't even know he's got a baby.
I like to know like the little badass that he's got as a daughter.
I know, which everybody keeps saying, that's Shane's kid. I'm like, I don't know. Might be. I don't fucking know. Either way, but you know, I still want him to see his little boy because he doesn't even know that he left Michonne and Michonne got pregnant. He just doesn't even know.
And then Michonne's missing. Michonne needs to show up as well.
Yeah, because I remember she went to go look for him and shit. She was looking down. She saw like the village or something or whatever. I can't remember every little detail what she saw, and then that was it. I'm like, guys, we got to see something soon because I know this is the second part of the last season. So at least the third part, we're gonna have to start getting into some deep shit. Because if you're gonna end the show after all these years, you're gonna have to end it big, not stupid.
And she showed it, and they showed his boots, and then that guy who she helped got away, came back, and now he's back, but we haven't seen him since he came back.
No. Some of the episodes have been like back and forth. Some of the episodes have been good. Some have just been lackluster. I'm like, nah, not my cup of tea. Plus, you know, it's kind of weird. They all walk around looking like Power Rangers. You know?
Stormtroopers in Star Wars.
Yep, Stormtroopers. Yeah, they look like Stormtroopers walking around.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Well, who gives a shit? Put these guts on.
Yep.
Or I will shut that shit down. Damn.
Honestly, I mean, I look at Negan and I'm like, that's probably the best bad guy I've ever seen on there.
He is, man. It's like the best line to you. That's like the best line to somebody that watches your videos that don't like you is just, you know, I just stuck my dick down your throat and you thank me for it. That's like the best line. That fucking scene where Rick's right there in his face, I'm going to kill you. Not today, not tomorrow. Like, you felt that shit. You're like, damn.
I like how he looked at the old clips of Rick and he's like, I wouldn't want to mess with that one.
No. Oh, that guy right there, wouldn't want to fuck with him. Yeah. Not at all. Fucking fat chicken shit. You're taking all the food. We need that. You need that. I don't really think so. It's the way he said it in his mannerisms, the way he moved. I was like, what an asshole, but he's funny as shit. I love Negan.
Negan could be like Wade Wilson's dad.
He could. I'm like, the actor they got to play for it, like, people that have read the comics probably saw him going, dude, he nailed it. He fucking nailed it. That is it.
Now, I know that you're a big Ghostbusters fan.
Oh, huge.
It really sucks to hear that the original director passed away.
Ivan, yeah. I teared up when that happened. I couldn't help it. That's just childhood.
Were you more of a Ghostbusters 1 fan or a 2 fan?
Even. I loved them both evenly. I always thought GB2 was never given the credit it did. I always thought when people shit on it, I was like, why y'all shit on it? Like, 'cause I've watched it back. I've got all the movies, and even I watch it now, and I'm like, I don't know why people shit on it so much. Because I kind of think, I love the first movie. Don't get me wrong, it started Ghostbusters. It is Ghostbusters 1. But people just, every time you see something, it's always Stay Puft. It's always something related to the first one. And it's like, why don't nobody ever give the second one credit? Just don't get it. I love Ghostbusters 2. I really do. I mean, I'm sorry, that any damn day over fucking that reboot in 2016 with the chicks. No. That shit never existed in my eyes. I finally sat down one damn night and I watched it. I was never going to theaters to pay for that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was like, okay, let me sit down and see what some of these people are praising. And I watched that shit. I'm like, Peter Griffin going off a movie theater. Done. Like, no. I mean, for one, the first one never needed a reboot. The movie is such a big cult classic. It did not need a reboot. I mean, if you'd have made it maybe like their daughters, and it would have been like another generation kind of thing. Oh, okay. I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, now if they would have made Chris Hemsworth character like maybe Oscar grown up.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I was like, Oscar, yeah, like Dana's kid. And okay, that would have been cool. I'm like, look, see, that's cool, but not replacing the first one. No. What the fuck are you smoking?
It's all about this woke. It's all about this woke shit.
Now I'll ask you this: speaking of Chris, and you're a Hogan fan, we all know who he's about to play.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about that? Yeah, Mr. Thor is going to be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
I'm thinking in my mind, how the fuck is he going to pull that off?
I've seen pictures of him. I know what he looks. I've seen some pictures of him on the for the Love one he's doing, the fourth one. He looks jacked like the old Hogan.
I mean, he's jacked and everything, but like, Chris, do you realize that Hogan he might be playing Hogan a little down the road, because Chris Hogan in his prime, like 80s Hogan, early 90s in WWF, was a 6'7", 300-pound man of bulky muscle. Yep. You couldn't even get to that size. Like, he was humongous. And Chris, you're going to have to stop skipping leg day, because Hogan had big-ass fucking legs. You're going to have to start not doing that part, man, because I don't know what role he's going to be playing. Now, if you're playing Hogan maybe 95 when he went to WCW, that's when he kind of got off the roids and he shrunk down quite a bit. So I don't know. You're going to have to do something.
From the story I hear, they're going to be going to Hogan's early days. So,
woo! Yeah, you're going to have to give him some lifts. That's all I can say. You're going to have to make him a lot taller.
And I actually like what Hulk said. Hulk said, "Look, you look good, upper body." He told him, "Look, you look good, upper body, brother, but you got to work on them legs."
Yeah, brother, you got to do some squats, brother. Like me and Mr. T, brother. Get that shit done. This isn't Thor.
I know what you got to do, Chris Hemsworth, man. You got to have like the power of the thighs, man.
Power of the thighs, man. You got to get the Hulkamania workout kit. What the fuck?
They're actually talking about having Bradley Cooper play Vince McMahon.
Bradley Cooper? Well, that would be so funny looking. I don't know. Even putting the hair on him, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Shit, I would have just had Vince come in and just de-age his face.
Yep.
That's what I would have done. I would have just done that. I would like, just get Vince and de-age him. Fuck it.
Who are they going to have play the Macho Man and people like that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You could get one. I mean, we've all seen Dark Side of the Ring. We've seen the guy that plays Macho Man on there. I mean, physique-wise, he looked like him, but could he talk like him? You got to have the talking down, too. You can't just look at him. So you're going to have to find a good Macho Man impersonator.
Here's what I would do. I would hire the guy that plays Macho Man in Dark Side, and then I would hire you as the voiceover for the Macho Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you gotta get it down. You gotta go through Hogan and have a little fun. Yeah, just like you tried to offer me Linda, his wife, and I tried to fuck her. Yeah.
I mean, they got some good impersonators out there too, and every damn thing too. But it's like you got to nail that, man. Because one thing is, you may piss off the regular fans, but when it comes to a huge fan that is a big fan of that wrestler, you're gonna piss that fan off if you fuck it up. You're gonna piss them off.
Well, it's like those people I showed you that were talking shit about Undertaker. And that girl was like, well, when the first match I ever saw was Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, and he just stunk. He shouldn't come back. I'm like, bitch.
Okay, for one, that's the first match you ever saw is Undertaker in not his prime of his career. Go watch his early shit. Watch all his matches. That's because you watched it when he's fucked up. He's older, and he was going through a bad time then. He was like not feeling well. He even admitted that he was sluggish in that match. He admitted it. He said, I didn't come back. I came back at the worst time. I was overweight, and I shouldn't have been in the fucking ring. He even admitted it. But if that's your first Undertaker match you've ever seen, where the fuck have you been for the past 20-something years?
I guess because you didn't watch it back then.
Well, yeah, you got to watch like his prime. Okay, go watch Shawn Michaels versus Taker and tell me if he sucks. Go watch the Ministry days. Go watch the early days. Tell me if he sucks.
Yeah, go watch the Boneyard match.
Yeah, at least that was better than that bullshit. That Roman Reigns match. I can't even watch that match again. I really can't. That's like watching Goldberg and Taker again. I can't. Nope. I can't get through that shit. I can't. I'll walk out the fucking damn room and do something else. I'll be like, I'm about to go take a shit. At least that's more entertaining than this.
There's Crystal Lee's in the
What up? What up? What up? What up? Catwoman herself.
I tell you, really, I think if they keep talking shit about Miss Elizabeth, man.
Yeah, Elizabeth talk shit about her. I'm gonna fuck him in the ass with my Slim Jim. Yeah, you want to suck on that thick meat? Yeah.
Macho, calm down.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, Macho, leave me alone. Don't hit me again. Oh. Fucking Bonesaw in this bitch. Yeah, Team Bonesaw.
See, I can do Stone Cold's impersonation well, and then someone's telling me, man, you should go on YouTube and you should do the exact promo he did on Kevin Owens, and basically be like, this is Stone Cold Steve Austin. And why would you want to do that, Kevin? I can think of two reasons. One, you are the world's dumbest son of a bitch. And two, you about to get your ass kicked by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold here saying we're going to kick his fat ass. You look like somebody that works at Wendy's. What?
What?
Right? Man, I'll tell you, that word can really annoy the fuck out of people, boy. Imagine just having one big video where you're fighting with somebody on YouTube and all you keep saying is, what? Well, dude, you're a fucking retard. What?
I thought that I would be a big troll, but it was during the Super Bowl. There was a friend of mine that's a big Bengals fan, and he kept talking all this shit. So we were all in a group chat, and every time he would say something bad or go cuss at the game, I go, what? I put the little what gif on him, and he'd be like, I'm had it with your what gif, stop it.
I don't give a fuck. That's the point. I've had it with your shit. You had it with my shit, motherfucker.
What?
Fucking, you can play that damn game. Hey, at least I'll give it to Undertaker when it comes to what chant. He was that man that put the people in fucking check when they did that shit. Say what again if you sleep with your sister? What? Yeah, point proven. Oh, that was a good one. That was good, Taker. I'll give you that. Damn.
Now,
That was a good one.
When I saw them diss Undertaker, and then it was dissing Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels, I was like,
how the fuck are you dissing Shawn Michaels? Huh? What the fuck? I mean, if you're making fun of his assless chaps and his gimmick, whatever, but you can't take away that man was one of the best pro wrestlers that ever lived. You can't. You are lying to yourself if you ever said that. He couldn't wrestle. Dude, everybody would look at you going, are you fucking high? Okay. Then you know what? Get in the ring right now. I want to see what you got. And I bet they wrestle like shit. So you're talking shit about legends, but you can't even wrestle that good. Fuck out of here.
It's all about the married couples that basically boost their own stuff and no one else gets pushed. And yeah, it's
boosted fucking egos. Well, I hate to break it to you, honey, but you ain't shit and your hubby ain't shit either. You motherfuckers are talking shit about The Undertaker, but you guys get in the ring and you wrestle worse than David Arquette. Go fuck off.
Hey, you know what? Barry Horowitz will be over there going,
shit. Motherfuckers, that's like people that, you know, they talk shit about the Ultimate Warrior, how he had no wrestling ability. I'll watch him over your shitty matches. I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry, it takes more than just a headlock and a dropkick for me to think that you're entertaining.
Let me ask you, Rim, like, you know, with your size and your stature, why did you never get into wrestling, like pro wrestling? Have you?
Well, I asked about it around and shit and all that, and because I've always had like asthma issues, they didn't want to accept it. I don't know what it was. They were like, yeah, it's breathing issues, man. You got to have full like health. And I was like, okay. And I tried it before, then they just kind of screwed me over with the money wise, and I was like, I'm not gonna try anymore.
That's pretty much happened because I've seen people in there with asthma and they've gotten into the ring and 20-30 minute matches.
I mean, I can fight and I'm not winded like a real fist fight. I've had a fist fight. You know, everybody's gonna breathe heavy when they have a fist fight, you know. But I have endurance for that. I have endurance weightlifting, but sometimes the only thing that's a weakness is like certain things that you do with your breathing, asthma, whatever. So, and then, you know, and I just got a little older, and I was like, yeah, it would just be kind of pointless to even do it at this age now. That's something you should have really started getting into when you were in your 20s.
Well, it was tempting.
Then again, DDP started late too. He started late. Yeah, he did.
Well, it was tempting for me because when they asked me to come back in my 40s, I was tempted. But I'll tell you what, you guys really want a legit tag team, hire me and Rim both together.
That's going to be like the Blade Runners when they first started. Them motherfuckers were green. They were actually hurting people. I'm like, yeah. Like, holy shit, Road Warriors. How you like that shit, motherfucker?
Well.
Yeah. Well, suck it. What? The fuck, Hawk? This ain't DX. What the fuck?
My gosh, I would hate to be, and I would hate for any tag team to have to like go up against two guys our size, because that would be like,
yeah.
And like Paul
Heyman. Because I've been to wrestling events before where they always think I'm one of the wrestlers in the crowd every time I go to a live event, every single fucking time.
Paul Heyman would look at that and go,
My name is Paul Heyman, and these guys are really great to me. I like to oil them up. Oh, Paul, shut up. Shut the fuck up. And they're better than Brock Lesnar. I said it. Fuck you. Uh-oh, heat. It's not good.
Oh, yes. My Remington is going to kill you.
Oh, yes, he's a juggalo. Oh, yeah, he goes whoop. Oh, yes. Don't fuck with my Undertaker. Oh. Okay. Oh, man, I miss him so much. I do.
So speaking of music, I know that you're a big ICP fan. Was that your band growing up into now, or is that?
It was. I was a big Juggalo ICP fan, like early 2000s and shit. I kind of got off of it for a while, and then I got back on. Like, you ever had that period of time where you love a band, but then you'll hop off of it for a while, and then you kind of hop back on? That's happened. And, yeah, them and more like punk and rock in high school. It's like high school, I was like gothic and all that shit. I wore the eyeliner, all that shit. And It's the phase.
The chain.
Everybody
wallet,
had their high school phase.
The chain wallet and the little collar and all that.
Chain wallet. Oh yeah, and even then they were kind of like banning those from school because they considered it a weapon of choking.
Some people.
I remember that shit.
Some people are into.
They were into that. Oh yeah, the trip pants were everywhere. Now it's kind of weird when I see a guy in his 40s still rocking the fucking Hot Topics clothes. I'm like, if that's what you want to wear, man, that's your thing. But I'm not wearing trip pants at fucking 40.
The Bull God asks, "Hey Rim, what's your positioning on bodybuilding, and why haven't you considered competing in amateur competition?"
Because most of the time you got to get on the drugs to do it. You have to.
Yep.
And it's just I can't see myself up there. I don't want to go up there wearing a thong and shit. It looks weird. It's just I don't know. It's just weird. I just like to watch it. I'm into it, but I don't want to do all the shit you got to do to get into it. I ain't got the patience for that shit right now. By the way, that's a real life friend of mine lives down the road. His name's Mike.
Oh, cool. Hey, man. Now I had a buddy named, like I said, my buddy was talking about doing some amateur stuff, and I said, dude, would you really want to put a Speedo on? He says, now that I think about it, no.
And then you got those guys that compete and they wear the shorts. Yeah, but if you ever look at those men's physique competitors with the shorts, their legs are tiny as shit. I was like, what the fuck? Too many of the guys, though. Because if you're over 200-something pounds, you got to get in the gear. Because you got to lose every bit of fat. You have to be ripped out of your fucking mind. Yeah, it's kind of unhealthy for some of these guys to get down to the low body fat percentage that they do. It's not good. It's actually very dangerous.
So what rock bands did you listen to, or that you do listen to now?
Oh, same as I listened in high school, like Disturbed, Korn, all that shit, Slipknot. Some underground bands. I used to listen to a lot of underground bands when I was in high school, like bands like CKY and shit like that. Cradle of Filth.
I gotta introduce you. Then I'll give it to you later. But there's this metal band that my friend introduced me to that he does at the gym, and it's a Russian band called Slaughter to Prevail. But they're
sounds
metal,
like a badass name.
They're a metal screaming band. Once you hear the guy scream, and once you hear the drums and the guitar on them, you're like, I want to go out there and just beat everybody's ass that I see.
That's that shit where that's that shit where you hear that and you're that one guy in the crowd, mosh pit.
Oh yeah,
I keep going around mosh pit. Imagine one with a bunch of big dudes and shit. Like, oh, dude, I'm not getting in the way of that shit. Them motherfuckers like wrestlers bump each other. Yeah, chairs, tables. Yeah.
I always laugh at the mosh pit dances. Like I seen one do the lawnmower, and then the other one's like doing a push more.
Oh yeah, you get those one dudes in the fucking mosh pit. Like, I don't think he knows where he's at, man.
Skipping around. Yeah.
What the fuck is that guy doing? He's doing the dice. Like, dude, is one of them naked? Yeah, he's naked. Well, whatever. That's what your parents are looking, going, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
That's when your parents
love you, Dad.
No, or your parents would be like, Oh, so you saw that at Ozfest? Well, guess what? I went to Woodstock. You're like, oh shit, never mind.
Cool,
never mind.
It's like, well, Mom, technically I went to Woodstock with you. Why do you say that? Because I was in your belly at the time, remember? Oh yeah, I went there too. We were both there. Shit, I was in my mom's belly when she went to go see Prince, so technically I've seen a Prince concert. I was just not there in person.
Now, I never got to see Andre live, but my mom was pregnant with me when my dad and her saw Andre live.
That's got to be something, just to know you were that far away from him when you were just in the womb. That's got to be something.
And I was excited, too, because I was also mad because we went to a wrestling show a couple years when I was a kid. My uncle was supposed to watch me. Andre was supposed to be there for that show, but he wasn't there. I got lost in the whole damn place, and I ended up bumping right into Hogan and Vince McMahon, and my face hit Hogan's leg, and Hogan's like, hey there, little dude.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I was like,
wow.
Hey.
You're like that little kid on that Bret Hart commercial where he gives him the glasses and shit. Like, oh my God. Excuse me, Mr. Hogan. I can't think right now, but I'm in shock. Oh, hey, little guy. Like, oh, shit.
The only other cool thing that Hogan's done for me was, it was on one of my birthdays on Twitter. I actually showed that I did the whole big money, big paychecks. I said, thanks to Hogan, I did the whole bicep thing, and that motherfucker actually retweeted it.
Wow. Can you imagine actually bumping into him now and like telling him that story and shit? Like, I don't know if you remember me, man. I bumped into your leg and everything. And he's like, oh, I remember. Yeah. Yeah. Like, that'd be something. He gives you like one of his Hollywood Hogan bandanas. Oh, my God. Like, oh, shit.
If he gave me one of Hollywood, not only his bandana, but if he was to give me one of his weightlifting belts.
Dude, I wouldn't want to wear that in the gym. I'd have put it in a glass case.
I know.
I would not want to wear that nowhere. Like, motherfuckers be touching it and ruining it. Like, hey, man, nice Hulkamania belt. No, you don't get it. This is like one of his belts. Yeah, I know. It's his brand. No, you're not.
No.
Never mind.
You're not
getting it, dude.
Yeah. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
I was so pissed.
That's like being such a fan like Mark Henry was of Andre the Giant. I would have the same reaction because when you see Mark Henry put on Andre's like, because I watched that show, WWE's Lost Treasures.
I did too. Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah, that's a good show. And Mark was putting on Andre's like jacket or some shit like that he wore somewhere. He started crying. Hey man, I ain't laughing at Mark because if my favorite wrestler lets me put on one of his jackets or his gear, there's going to be some tears shedding out my eyes, too, because your inner kid's going to go, oh, man, I'm trying not to cry, man. I'm trying not.
Can you imagine, Remington, if you met Sting and Sting, like, say, hey, man, let me come with me, and he lets you try on one of his old jackets?
Oh, well, I don't know if I fit in it for one, because I might be bigger than he was back then. I'd try it, but I'll be like, oh, my God, this is something. You know what? Just for you, I'm giving you one of my old, like, black and white Crow jackets. Oh, my God. That's like something that Lost Treasures would try to get from you. Well, no, probably not because they fucked over Sting. They don't care.
I don't know if Undertaker was to give me something. He's like, hey, look, here's my ministry hood. Hood to hood. I'd be like, I will wear this with pride.
Dude, I was freaking out when I saw that episode when they found his shit and his old purple gear and his purple jacket was literally in a storage unit. I'm thinking, can you imagine if you were near there and you didn't know that? Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, it's like, dude, Undertaker's fucking gear's in that storage unit. Yeah? I'm thinking about fucking breaking in that motherfucker, robbing that. I ain't fucking with you, man.
I know that you're a big horror movie fan. What's some of your favorite franchise? Like, what do you like? What horror films do you like?
Oh, Chucky and Michael. Those are my boys. I'm a huge fan of fucking Chucky and Michael Myers, and I mean, some of the movies were good, some were bad. Because we can honestly say, even if you're a Jason fan, you're not going to like every Friday the 13th. Just no. Especially Jason X, aka RoboCop. I mean,
no. Well, let me ask you: the last Halloween that came out, Halloween Kills. What'd you think of that?
I thought it was good. And you're lucky, man. You got the extended cut. I haven't seen the extended cut yet.
The only thing I can say is the one thing I don't like about that movie is when they start using the whole evil dies tonight and they chase after that little.
That drove me fucking nuts throughout the movie. I'm like, if I have to hear that shit one more time, I'm hitting somebody. Evil dies tonight. I was like, why does this sound like I'm watching an old Frankenstein movie where they're carrying the torches everywhere?
Oh yeah, like,
that's kind of. I know. Kill the monster. Oh, there he is. Like, I'm just like, this is kind of corny, man. Just stop saying the evil dies tonight. Evil dies tonight. Like, what are we? You know, I'm thinking to myself with all these classic horror characters, and I think to myself, I love them to death, but these people are never smart. I'm thinking in my mind, okay, it's 2018, it's 2019, whatever year. How come nobody's ever called the government in? Why are we always using average people in the city? No one ever calls the army or anything. No, not really.
I mean, honestly, when those guys had Michael down on the ground, they should have kept going at him.
I know, but it's a horror movie, man. You know what they do? They always hesitate. Motherfucker, if I know who this is, I'm not hesitating. Oh, hell no, give me that bat. Fuck this. What the hell are you doing hesitating in that shit? Well, yeah, let me have that long scene where I'm pulling the trigger at him and I don't pull the trigger.
Well, I know we're supposed to have Halloween ends this October. Part of the story that I've heard is supposed to be 4 years after, and it's supposed to have the pandemic in the movie, which is not that I'm a fan.
Oh, no.
I hope to God they don't have Michael die of the virus. I will be pissed.
They couldn't, man. They couldn't. You are signing up for. You might as well hang yourself. You're signing up for suicide with that. You're shooting yourself with that one. Don't even. I mean, I can't even imagine Michael Myers dying because they never die. Because when this happens, we're gonna get another Halloween down the road because horror characters never die. They just don't.
The one thing I would like to see happen, and Rob Zombie did it on the first one, and I would like to see a TV show origin of Michael, like how he became Michael. I really wish that they would do something like that, so where we can actually be like, oh, okay, so we're not necessarily getting a sequel, but we're getting a prequel of some sort.
Yeah, because we got the Rob Zombie little bit of explaining. That's about it, and it still feels great that they filmed Halloween Kills right here in my city. So I go by the I drive by the locations all the damn time. Like the bar scene where Tommy Doyle was going out of and the crazy guy was in the car. I drove by that bar the other day. They actually took out they actually made that parking lot and paved it and they took it away and shit. So it's like all grass now. But yeah, it's like right down the road for me. It's like it's an actual bar.
Now speaking of
so
that,
cool.
So when you, I know you're from Michigan and you're in North Carolina. What's the two differences between the both states?
Well, Michigan actually had fucking streetlights. They don't have it here. Michigan roads were potholes, cracks every fucking where. The roads are a little decent, but here when they get a hole, they never cover the shit up. The traffic is worse here.
Same here.
The weather is wishy-washy here. Mm-hmm. You don't know whether it's going to be. It could be sunny out like it is now, and 60-something degrees, 70, and it could fucking pour rain the next damn minute. In Michigan, it was either usually sunny or it was always really icy snow, and snow would be up to your knees. Here, we never get snow. If we do, it's like a couple inches. It's like a shrimp dick.
It's the same way here. Like it's like I like to call it like bipolar weather. You never know what you're getting.
Is. Like I'll have to have a change of clothes in the car just because you don't know what you're going to get. It could feel cold when you go out there, you wear a pair of jeans, and then all of a sudden you got the car, it's 80 degrees. You're like, dude, now I need to put shorts on. Straight the fuck up. What's up? What's up? What is up in the comments?
Well, I'll tell you this much. There's this guy on here called Ginger Billy who did a video about
Ginger Billy.
Oh, yeah, about what people do in the South. And same thing. They go out there, ooh, so cold, we might get snow. And all of a sudden later on in the day, they're like changing clothes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the people here are kind of weird when it comes to certain things. It could be 20 degrees freezing weather, and motherfuckers be out there in tank tops and shorts. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, I don't
get it.
I was that crazy idiot when I played football back then. When I would go in training, I would actually go running out in the snow with like, I'd still have a hoodie on, but I would have shorts on and a hat.
Well, they make you do that shit. I mean, but damn, I would think you would get like sick as a dog because you get all that sweat that's like drying up and getting cold. You know, think so and that kind of shit. But the weather here is just weird, and we don't have a 7-Eleven here, which really blows balls.
No, I haven't.
I miss 7-Eleven. I do.
Well, no 7-Eleven.
Can't go get a big gulp and a nice hot dog. I can't get through certain things, and my grandpa used to do that shit for me all the time when I lived in Michigan, or I go by there. We had a White Castle in Michigan. We don't have one here.
You know what you should do is anytime you get a big gulp, you need to pull the thing from Ready to Rumble, make it look like you picked your butt, and then go like, man, this smells like ass.
Yeah, it's like hey, something's wrong with this drink. Oh, what the hell is that smell? Oh, it smells like a beer sour ass. I know. How do you drink that? Well, I didn't really get to the butt plug until I got to the bottom. That's a good way to do it. Here, smell this. Oh, what the fuck is that? That's a fuck. Hey, I watched that part as a kid. I'm like, you know what? All right, yeah, that is kind of smooth. That's smooth right there.
Yeah, your buddy said 70 in the morning, 40 by 5 p.m. Yep, that's pretty much how it is here too. Yeah,
it's weird. In the morning it'd be freezing, but as it goes during the day, it's not too bad. Now, when it gets up to summer here, it can get up to at least 100 degrees. I'm not a big fan of that 100 degree shit. I'm not a big fan of that, man. Being a big dude, every big dude knows what I'm talking about. That shit will make you feel like you're fucking dying.
Yep.
Like you walk outside and you open up your door to your truck or your car and you got to air it out. You're like, holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
That's when I'll be like, you know what? I'm filling up both my two big giant water gallon bottles, and just I got my gallons. I'm ready.
You don't even need a sauna to go to. Just sit in your car without the air and shit in 100-degree heat. There's your sauna.
You can sweat the fat
and to
off.
think and to really think, man, when it gets to that degrees, when people leave their windows just cracked an inch for their dogs, man, I would never have my dog in that shit. Never. I'm glad that we have a law now where you could break someone's windshield over that shit. Good.
Now I know that you used to work as a security guard, as a bouncer, like I did.
Yeah. You ever miss the same fucking music being played over and over again? Because I don't.
I don't. I remember 2011, they kept playing that damn porn star dancing song.
Oh, that played? Okay. And when I was a bouncer, they constantly played two songs I got tired of. Pour Some Sugar on Me. Oh, my God. All the time. And Crazy Bitch. They played those songs constantly. And like, man, every girl, I swear you'd see the same people at the bar every damn night. And they would dance to that song like they've never heard it before. I'm like, you heard it last night. Shit.
This
like, here we go again. Same damn songs. Oh, yeah, they jam to it. But, you know, I'm like, I don't care. I'm seeing hot girls shake their titties and shit. I'm like, that's cool. But I'm hearing this song over and over again. And then I'm hearing the other one, step to the left, step to the right. I'm like, oh, boy, same shit. It could be a different DJ every damn night. Same shit. Same shit.
Now, the bar that I used to work at, it was a 4-level bar. One had the thing called the Wildcats, which was kind of like another copy of Coyote Ugly. You go up the second floor.
I've actually heard of Wildcats. I've heard of that one before.
It used to be called Graham Central Station here in Nashville. Well, it would have the Wildcat bar, the first floor, second floor. You would have like some karaoke stuff, and then on the other side, maybe like a pool, billiard stuff. Go up into that third level. That's the one where you have like Sean Paul playing, and they have like Little John and all them stuff. Like shake your ass. Yeah.
Get low, get high. Yeah, like, oh shit, here we go.
And then you go up to the fourth one, and that's where they play in music too. But everybody's drinking up the top of the damn building. I had to stop two people from wanting to get. They're dancing so.
Oh, like kind of like the roof, like kind of bar where they're standing up there and shit. We got a couple of those here. It's like a 4-star.
Man, I remember the worst thing I've ever had to deal with was telling this woman I had to escort this girl out because she drunk disorderly conduct. But I didn't want to get her. I didn't want to get her arrested because she told me, she's like, "Look, I just came from New Orleans and I got a DUI and I really don't want to get in trouble." I said, "Okay, well, let me get you a cab."
Yeah, we kind of feel bad about the ladies when they're all fucked up. Like, look, could you not do this? Like, oh, okay, you know what? Because I have a heart, I'm not an asshole. I'm gonna help you.
So I went to go help her friends. One of her friends is dancing on a pole, and one of them almost gets hit by the fucking cab, and the other one tries to fight a homeless dude with one arm.
Whoa, shit!
And this was a little homeless guy with one arm. All he had was a right hand. He had the knife. He's like, "I'll cut you, bitch."
Yeah, cut you. Yeah, that'd be the best part. Like, you look at your buddy going, "Dude, I wish it was like a commentary table right now because this would make one hell of a wrestling match right now." That's it.
All I did was I made sure they all got in there, and I told the guy, I was like, "Hey," and then when he saw me walk, he's like, "Oh, nah, man, I ain't after you, big man. I want that bitch."
Like, well, you ain't getting after no female while I'm here, man. I'm all about protecting some damn girls and shit. You going back the fuck up right now? Or you're gonna lose that other arm.
Yeah, I used to like there was one guy that I did a security show for a rave party, and this guy comes up to me and he says, "At the end of the night, I am going to be a frog," and I didn't know what the fuck he meant.
The fuck? This man could be licking frogs and shit.
The other night, I shit you not, Rim, the dude was dressed like a frog.
I mean, hey, he said it. The guy said it. I mean, at least he was honest. Like, dressed like a frog. I'm thinking, is he gonna like get on the floor and make the sounds or something?
Yeah. That's
the costume. Gotcha.
So
okay.
So toward the end, he comes up to me and goes, "What would happen if I slapped you in the face and walked out that door right now, I said, well, if you walked out that door, you wouldn't be welcome back in.
Well, for one, who the fuck says something like that? Why would you ask that? Like, that's so awkward to even say. Like, are you trying to get your ass beat or something?
And I had like a couple of Mexicans jump one of our guards, and then as soon as I came up there, they're like, "Oh, holy shit, big man coming, let go!"
Oh shit! Oh no, fuck no! I said, don't touch me. No, I'm not gonna touch you. I'm gonna fuck you. oh.
I'm gonna fuck you with this dick.
Yeah, one of the security guards, he just got out of prison. He's licking his lips at all the people at the bar. Hey, James, I told you just got out of prison. Nope. I don't know, man. Some of them boys look real good. Look, have the booty warrior in there's about to. I like you. I want you. Look at this, the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours.
I've done concerts and stuff like that. You know what's funny is that I've done rap concerts and never had a problem with the rap concerts. But I always had people in the rock and country ones that look like they want to take a piece of you. And then, the military guys who come out of training.
Oh god! See, yeah, the one I worked at, the bar was close to the military base because everything around here in my area is military base or college town. Yeah. So you're not too far from either one of them. And we had to deal with some of the drunk Marines that throw one down the steps. I've had to kick a couple out. They bump into each other. See, them motherfuckers get mad just for no reason. They can bump into each other with each other's wives. One could be really fucking drunk. And here we go again. Because, I was the big guy they told to walk around, cross your arms, look at people, check them out, and see what they're doing. My other buddy, he had to check IDs. Thank God I wasn't doing that. Fuck checking IDs. I'm good with that bullshit. I'm like, I'd rather just be the dude walking around just, doing the throwing. Had to put your hands on the shoulder, the usual, hey, man, calm the fuck down. And one guy was drunk, got thrown down the steps, and he ran back up to the back and tried to get back in. You need to call the cops right now, man, because you're going to have him here because he's fucked up royally. It's just how it is. Because, as soon as we step out of that parking lot, that's beyond our jurisdiction. Whatever he does, he needs to get the cops called right now. I mean, we found I got called because we had did they give you all like any walkie-talkies or headsets? Because we had a headset and walkie-talkie.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, we had the headset. And couldn't barely hear shit because theirs were always fucked up, and with the loud music, I couldn't hear shit. I'm like, what? Like, man, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Get down to this one floor. Okay, you gotta say it louder, dude. I can't hear you. It's fucking blaring. I was like, okay. And
I would always do the Austin thing to him, like, what? What'd you say?
What? Hey, Kev, don't do that to me now. Not now. Not the what? What? Hey, shut up. Like, well, we went down, and the guy's like, dude, come in the bathroom. And there was a bunch of bouncers, like, all the bouncers were in the bathroom. Like, what the fuck is this? We having a group meeting in the fucking bathroom? This fucking girl giving head to a guy in the toilet. I was like, what? Damn. We're not even mad about this. Who would be? You're like, that's something right there. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going in the stall taking her off his dick. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that shit. I'm like, like you could have that. I'm walking around and shit. My buddies encourage her. Yeah, grab his ass, grab his dick. I'm like, what the fuck? What's wrong with y'all? I ain't gonna lie, I ended up hooking up with her like a couple weeks later. I didn't care. I was like, fuck it, I was horny. Fuck it. So, because as a bouncer, we all know how easy it is to get laid there. Easy. Fucking easy. So many damn girls. And a lot of them will hit on you like a motherfucker. So, when you got a girlfriend, you really got to control those fucking urges, man, working there. You really do.
Well, I'll tell you this much. When I worked there, when I was starting out at 20, yeah, they did 21 and 22. They would flirt with you so they can get away with shit.
Yeah, because we all know the ball game. It's like, are you flirting with me to be nice and you think I'm attractive, or are you trying to get away with free drinks and shit?
But the weirdest thing is when I got married and I started doing the bouncing thing again, they were more after you did because they see the ring on your finger. Mm-hmm.
Or you get those, like, you ever got the horny old ladies too? Hey, how you doing? Like, yeah, what's up?
I got them one time when I was doing my ghost tour guide. I was doing a ghost tour thing, and Mel came with me, and I was like, hey, these old women are flirting with me. She's like, look, I don't care if they tip you or not. As long as you're coming home with me, then I don't give a fuck.
Exactly. Mel should have dressed up as a pimp. Yeah, this is my hoe right here. So if the fucking money comes, it comes to me, motherfucker. You better realize or I'll slap shit out your ass again. Don't make me come over there. Okay. She's always beating me and hitting me. Oh, God.
But now there was one girl who started a fight, and she worked at the bar, and she started a fight between these two guys. And because this guy was a regular at the bar, he started the fight. They wanted me to kick out the other dude, and I said, no, that's not how I roll. I said, I saw it from a distance. If he goes, he goes.
Yep. That's how the fuck it works right there.
And they were all fighting me on it, and I said, no, it's going to happen. Either he stays or he stays. So I basically told them both, I said, hey, look, you go over here, you go over here. If I see any of you two do it again, you both are out. I'm going to throw you both out. Yeah.
Because y'all got to realize there is one big boss that works here, but when he tells us what to do, he tells us what to do. He ain't got no say-so in this. So, you know, when the boss goes upstairs and sits in his office, we're the bosses on the floor. We're the fucking bosses. We're the ones who tell us who to go, who stays. That's how it is. It's like that boss of that one bar, he was a paranoid individual. That motherfucker kept like a shotgun under his desk and a fucking couple of glots and shit. He's very paranoid. I don't blame him, though, because you will get those crazy motherfuckers.
Oh, my God. I used to get the ones that would think this is Roadhouse, and they'd be like, yo, man, I think I could take you. I'm like, look. And the first question I'd ask him is how many of me do you see? He's like, 3. I was like, look. And then I would just walk him outside. I would keep talking to him, and they would walk outside, and they'd be like, I'm like, so what if I call the cops on you right now? And they'd be like, you know what? Fuck a cop, man. I slapped that motherfucker in the face. I went, oh, yeah, but look.
Yeah, right.
I'll look right behind you, and the cop be like, say what? And he'd be like, I was like, you motherfucker.
You motherfucker. You just did that to me. Well played, my man. Well played. Damn right. Smooth as a baby's ass, huh?
I mean,
like shit, man.
That's
funny how people always say they're going to slap somebody or do this, but when someone's right there in your face, it's a whole different ball game, isn't it? It's like Stone Cold, like, you know, things change when you're up in front of somebody. It's a whole different ball game.
That's how people are online too. And we run over.
Oh yeah, I mean, these motherfuckers all talk shit about kicking ass, and then as soon as they see you in a Walmart or bump into you, it's a whole different ball game. It turns into, hey man, I was joking. I didn't really mean that. Yeah, now you're joking because you know I'm gonna bust your fucking ass.
So I used to know a guy who would talk all that major shit online. As soon as you saw him in person, he'd be like, whoa, what I meant to say is, I'm like, oh.
What I meant to say.
That's what you meant to say. Like, but I was like, well, you were running your mouth online. Why can't you say it to me now?
Dude, you should have given him a nookie and just did a butthead. Butthead, hello? Think, McFly. Give me your money.
I'm actually glad that I'm speaking of that movie. I'm glad that the director is not letting anybody. He said as long as he's alive, that movie.
I was talking about that the other day with my friends. I was like, dude, he said he's taking that to the grave. Good. Don't ever let no one ever touch that fucking movie. It cannot be rebooted. It couldn't be. It just couldn't be. Some movies can't be touched. It's impossible. Can't do it.
I feel like Jaws should not be touched.
No. Unless you want to remaster it where you do some touches to the movie, that's fine. Doesn't bother me. Looking at a bigger picture, you know, just remastering some of the effects. That's fine. Because who didn't watch that movie as a kid and said, oh, I'm not going to the water. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fucking, you feel something in the water, you running on the water. Oh, no. Because that movie really did scare the shit out of me as a kid, like watching that. Like, that was some freaky shit.
It scared the shit out of me, and my dad capitalized. My dad capitalized on it. I was in the lake one time.
That first part, man, where he's throwing the chum out in the water and the fucking Jaws face comes out the water, you're like, what the fuck? Like, whoa.
That scared me so much that I've actually learned. I started to study sharks. I started to read books and do all this stuff. And I'm like, now I love them. Now that I know more.
Yeah, because I think someone read up and said, well, really, they don't really attack you too much. It was more like far-fetched in the movie. I'm like, well, I mean, if you're bleeding, you know, it's a different story. They smell blood from miles away.
Well, actually, they did a test on that on one of the Shark Weeks, and human blood, they didn't even come after the person. But if it's fish blood,
because you know, some people even thought, you know, oh, there's no way sharks get that big. Yes, they do. Yes, great whites can get up to like 25 feet. They can get the size of Jaws. Mm-hmm. It's scary, actually. How big?
And then there was their ancestors, the megalodon, that got up to 80 feet. So you
Yeah.
know.
Oh my God! Like did you see that movie, by the way, The Meg?
Yes.
Yeah, that Meg was actually pretty good. I was like, that's like the first movie after the Jaws saga I've ever liked that involved a shark. Everything else after that sucked ass, except for like Deep Blue Sea.
The only thing I did not like about the Meg movie was there's no way Jason Statham can stand in the middle of the fucking ocean and shoot the shark with a pole.
Yeah. Some of it was just far fetched as shit, but other visual effects and shit like that was some scary shit. Looking at that shark, that was some scary shit.
Especially
and
when
now I heard they want to make the Meg 2 and shit. I'm like, oh boy.
Especially when they caught the first one and the big one came out there and started eating the dead one. I'm like, oh my God.
Even when they did catch the baby or whatever it was, even I was kind of looking at it going, wasn't it a lot bigger and it wasn't like brown? Wasn't it gray? Like, huh. Because I'm thinking, because you're looking at the movie halfway and you're like, that can't be it because the movie's got like another 45 minutes left. There's no way. Coming out the water, taking down the little one and shit, taking down the whole ship. I was like, what the fuck?
So what'd you think of the Godzilla Kong movie? I know a lot of people have opinions on it. But...
I thought it was pretty good. The right man won. I don't give a fuck how biased I sound, but I'm a Godzilla man. I'm a Godzilla boy. And even I looked at it, I'm thinking, okay, for one, I know y'all love King Kong. He's cool. The Call Scott Island was the shit. The movie was good. I thought Kong's Call Island, whatever, was fucking awesome. But when I heard they were actually going to do the real King Kong versus Godzilla, at first I'm like, oh, I don't want that, dude. I like them both. I don't want to have that happen.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't like that. It's everybody, more fans are going to win over your opinion. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. And I'm thinking, well, dude, in reality, for one, Godzilla is way bigger than King Kong. But I know they said, well, but Kong's going to grow ever since then. He gets bigger. Yeah, but still Godzilla's twice the size. And his skin is rock hard as shit. King Kong is just one big gorilla. You know? So I was like, there's just no way. I mean, he'll get a few hits in. He's going to need He's going to need help. He's going to need it. He got a few hits in, but I was like, at the end of the day, I knew when Godzilla hulked up and got pissed off, I was like, yeah, he fucking him up. Dude, he left him for dead. He really did.
No, the one thing
he fucked him up.
Godzilla changed his style there at the end, where he was really, really quick and just scraping.
Yeah, he just got pissed. Like he just fed up with it. Like, motherfucker, I swear to. He's like, I motherfucker. I let the first. He was like Negan. I let that first one free. Let that slide. Now something's gonna happen. He just fucked him up. I was like, yo, go. I'm thinking, look at the movie like Godzilla, man, chill out. You about to kill him. Oh, shit. He had to fucking have them reboot his heart and shit because basically Kong was dying. Because he fucked him up. And everybody's talking shit about Godzilla. He got his ass kicked by Meg, the Mega Godzilla. I'm like, well, he was already worn out from fighting, dumbass. It's a fucking Terminator Godzilla. What do you expect?
Now, they actually read the graphic novels of that book. People are wondering why Godzilla didn't kill Mega Godzilla while they let Kong did it. Well, when Ghidorah showed up and he had that storms, that's the reason why there was that bubble on Skull Island because of King Ghidorah storm.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of Islanders and everybody died, so it kind of made sense for Kong to kind of get some revenge on that.
I was about to say we got to give Kong something, guys, because Godzilla beat him. And he's already left for dead, so we got to give him something too. We couldn't have just let Godzilla beat him and then beat that too, and King Kong just wakes up at the end. We got to give him something. That way, they can both walk out with something even. I beat Kong, he helped, and basically they were just a tag team. That's basically what it was, and that's what I was hoping it would happen. They're gonna dish it out. They're gonna fight, and isn't that you how versus movies usually end? They always verse each other, and then they all end up teaming up. That's what I wanted to see. I was like, Godzilla and fucking King Kong tag team action. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to see.
Now, I love Godzilla and I love Kong. I know I'm more of a Kong guy because Mel claims I look like him, which is cool with me. I'm good with that. But the one thing I did like about it at the end where they get done, he ends up wanting to get back up, wants to fight Godzilla again, and Godzilla looks at him, and then he just drops the thing and just lets Godzilla walk off.
Well, basically, they were showing each other respect. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like a fist pump between two big dudes. They're like, you know what? That's my man right there. All right, that's cool. Awesome. See you later. I like that. I was like, I like the respect walks. Like they went their own ways. I'm like, that's cool. I'm fine with it ending it right there. That was fine. Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. Don't do something stupid. You know, and until the Power Ranger Megazord arrives and beats them both, I'm like, oh fuck, shit. Oh no. Like, damn it. Fucking Ant-Man jumps down twice the size and he's facing them like, oh, this is fucked up.
So let me ask you, Remington, but you're talking about Power Rangers. Like, who was your favorite Power Ranger?
Tommy the Green Ranger, the original. Fucking love Tommy. I was always a Tommy man.
Did you like him as a gray one, or the green one, or the white one?
White was awesome, but man, green was just the shit. The original green was just the shit. To me, green will always be my favorite.
I always used to like
the way how he was.
I always used to like his voice. Like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. Like as a kid, you're like, oh, that's fucking awesome. Bulk and Skull were in there. That was like the Beavis and Butthead before Beavis and Butthead.
A lot of people would say the Pink Ranger was their childhood crush for most people.
Yeah, that was a lot of people's crushes, Pink Ranger. And still, rest in peace to the Yellow Ranger. Still rest in peace. I mean, that kind of got me off guard when she passed away one day. I was like, what the hell she passed away for? She was young as shit. The fuck?
Yeah, it was a car accident.
Yeah, that was sad. I was like, man, rest in peace, Trini, man. But Pink Ranger was a gorgeous woman, but I wouldn't consider her my first crush when I was a kid.
What was your childhood crush now? Like, who was you?
Actually, I'm trying to remember. Shit. Did you have one?
Growing
during
up,
that time?
Growing up, I loved, when I was a kid, I started watching the old Wonder Woman, and I actually liked Linda Carter back then. That was one of them. And then I gotta say my first crush then, like ever. I don't know. I'd say April from Ninja Turtles. I think that was my first crush. Oh, the Turtles movie, 1991.
Both.
Oh.
So yeah, the Night Child's Mom was definitely one of my first crushes. I was like, yeah, April's hot.
I had a thing for the woman that played Dukes of Hazzard and Daisy Duke, the first one. I was like,
oh yeah, I remember her. Well, there's women back then where if you look at it as a kid, son, your dad could teep you in this. Son, I'm gonna become a man. Yep, Dad, I got my first boner. I become a man.
So who would be if you had your childhood crush, but who would be your celebrity crush now? Like if you...
Celebrity crush now. Let's see. The same crush I probably had on for the past, since maybe early 2000s was, like early 2000s, it was Jessica Alba. Because when she first had that, does anybody remember the show Dark Angel?
Yep.
Yes, I fucking was in love with her in that show. She looked sexier than a motherfucker. And during the time, this is going to be different, but man, I had a thing for fucking Kelly Osbourne. I don't know what it was, but Ozzy Osbourne's fucking daughter, just Kelly, was always sexy in my eyes. I always thought she was gorgeous.
That was the name.
Like you don't hear a lot of people saying Kelly Osbourne. I'm like, oh, I thought Kelly was hot.
Oh, some people back then would talk about the girl. They would talk about Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell, and
Kelly was pretty hot. She was, but it's gonna be like the one girl that everyone says, "Oh, let me guess, Kelly," because everyone likes her,
And then I heard people talk about Topanga.
Shit, y'all gonna talk about Kelly and Saved by the Bell? What's wrong with Lisa? Lisa was a sexy ass chocolate woman. She was good looking. Hell, you got the other one that was in there too. The one that was in Showgirls. She was fucking fine as shit.
Jessie Spender.
I can't remember her name though. Tall girl though.
Elizabeth Berkley.
Yeah. Yeah, Elizabeth Berkley. She was fine as fuck. Fucking great ass, legs. Whew. That bitch turned you into Ric Flair. Woo!
I have to tell you, I have to ask you though, who was your crush in the wrestling world, like as far as the girls then and now?
Wrestling, Trish Stratus. Is always Trish Stratus was my girl. She was my girl. That woman was beautiful, could wrestle. Oh my God, Trish Stratus. And then the later years it was Velvet Sky. I thought Velvet Sky was fucking drop dead beautiful. I'm glad her and Bully Ray finally broke up. Now you get to see more of her instead of having her kidnapped in his fucking basement.
I had a buddy who went to go see her once, and he was like, I had a major crush on her, but he was worried that if he got Bully was going to be there, and he was like, "Well, how about if I tell her?" I was like, "I wouldn't do it in front of Bully."
I would. I'd just tell him, "Fuck your calves." Fuck out of my face. That bullshit. Fuck Ace and Eights. Just the fucking NWO came in the ring, they took a dump, and they left that.
Hey, you want to see your calves? Look at mine.
Oh yeah, look at these calves, bitch. I saw her at a because I went to an Impact Wrestling show years ago, and she was there. She's a short little thing. Good God, she's tiny. Her and Gail Kim came out. Oh my God, Gail Kim. Oh my God.
What about any of the girls on wrestling now that you would be like?
Wrestling now? All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go with I'm going to name them from all the shows. From Impact, Rosemary. I am fucking in love with Rosemary. WWE now, I don't know, man. I thought like Lacey Evans was pretty fucking hot. Lacey Evans was hot. I think Sasha Banks is gorgeous, but everybody calls her horse face, and I don't understand why. I don't see it. I don't fucking see it. Because what's funny is all you motherfuckers that are making fun of these hot girls, these girls would never fuck you if your life depended on it.
Nope.
And half the guys saying that all look like they came of Richard Sherman's asshole. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
What you talking about, baby? God.
So I'm saying, fuck off, bitch. Let's see here. Rhea Ripley? Is that her name? Rhea Ripley?
Mm-hmm.
She's fucking gorgeous too. I love them dark girls, man. I mean, that gothic makeup man, and them fucking tight ass clothes just get to me.
Did you like?
They do.
Did you like Paige back then or no?
Honestly, who didn't?
Yeah.
Paige is fucking gorgeous. Yeah, I'll give it to her. I mean, I know she made all the sex tapes and everything. Yeah, she's hot, but dating her would be a little hard because you got to see that all the damn time. And you're working with Xavier Woods, and you know he put the wood to your fucking woman. You're like, it's going to be weird because you're going to think about it no matter what. Every time he goes by to talk to her, hey, man, back the fuck up. Don't talk to my girl.
So we named the girl from Impact and named the girls from WWE. What about from AEW?
Yeah, All Elite. I'd have to say Christian Lender. I think she's fucking gorgeous. I love her look too. Although she's about to change and go heel. I think Jade's got kind of a sexy look to her. She's a fit woman. She kind of reminds me of like if she was a black version of Chyna. Because she's got that physique down packed, but she needs to get her wrestling a little more in check. Because her gimmick is fantastic. It is that cocky gimmick, whatever.
I'm actually glad that you're mentioning some of these names because when you would ask somebody about AEW, the first person that most people will say is Britt Baker, and I'm
Britt. Yeah, they said because that's like the well-known one, but the other one's well-known too because you got Thunder Rosa and all the other girls. You know, you got a lot of them that need work. Like I think Red Velvet's sexy, but damn, she needs ring work bad. Because some of them can't wrestle worth the shit, and I'm not trying to put these girls down, but I'm just being brutally honest.
No guy wants to pick Ronda Rousey because they don't want to get the shit kicked out of them.
Honestly, I think Ronda Rousey is overrated as fuck. That's just my opinion. I just overrated like a motherfucker. Let's see here, because there's another one I like in AEW too. There's a third one. I think Tay Conti's fucking hot. I mean, Sammy's lucky to have that. He's very lucky. She's fine as fuck. Just is. Fucking Rhonda. Rhonda can look sexy. I've seen her all done up. She's got a nice body. She's got a great ass. But you know, I don't know, for some reason, as a wrestling fan, it's always rubbed me the wrong way every time somebody comes in out of wrestling, and they always make wrestlers look like pussies. I've always never liked that. I've just never liked when a celebrity comes in and then beats up a wrestler, or somebody comes in, they make wrestlers look like bitches. And I'm like, they're pro wrestlers. How the fuck is a celebrity beating them up and throwing them out of the ring? I never liked that. I never liked that.
Your buddy said Ruby Soho.
Oh, yeah. Damn. How could I forget about Ruby? Yeah, I think she's hot. I mean, people have called her a chicken, but fuck them. Whatever. People call her a chicken, but they probably look like that fat guy from the South Park episode. No, but hey, that's their opinion, though. If that's what they think, but I think she looks good. I mean, I'm not going to turn her down if she was in my bed. Fuck no.
Well, you know
Hell
what?
no.
You know what? The one thing I'll say to these guys that say bad things about women wrestlers, it's the same thing that Ric Flair told you. It's the same thing MJF tells you now. Once you sit down and shut up, fat boy.
Exactly. I can get anyone I want, even that fat one right there, and make her cry. Woo! And some of you guys aren't even 10-minute men, so you might want to shut the fuck up. What's funny, though, is all you guys say that about women, but I bet you any money if she was standing right there to autograph, you'd want a picture with her. You can talk all the shit you want, but they'd be the first ones at an autograph line going, yo, you're gorgeous, you're great. Wait a minute, Jimmy, I thought you said she was ugly the other night. Shut up. Well, what the fuck? See, it changes when you meet somebody. It always changes.
See, when I met Tori Wilson back, she was signing a thing at the FYE. Got a poster signed with her, and I took a picture of her. But when I was squatting down, I didn't realize that she leaned over, and you can actually see my picture. There's like a boob face.
Dude, meeting Tori and that time when she's still gorgeous, by the way. That woman has aged so great. Oh my God. I would drink her bathwater. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Like, she can piss on me. I'm great with that. Mm-hmm. Give me that yellow lemonade. But fuck Kidman. Anyways, you probably got a picture with her just going, dude, I'm trying right now so hard not to get a hard on. I'm trying so hard not to get one. This damn.
It was funny because when the picture was taken, I didn't even realize it. I was just sitting there like looking at the camera and I'm smiling, and they told us we had to squat near her while she was sitting on the chair, and then she just leans over like this and there's like, boop.
Oh my God, that's like so tempting. It really is. But some guys, at least you're respectful. Some guys are so disrespectful to fans. Like that. That one time, I'm not gonna lie. If I was the husband of this chick, I would have had this man taken in the back and wanted to beat his ass. That dude, that Spit. I can't remember her name. She's married to. Remember, it was like a TNA event, and Johnny Nitro's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they got the thing because she slapped the beer out of his hand or some shit, and he spit on her and shit. I ain't gonna lie, man. I would have wanted to come out and have the spitting on my wife. Take him backstage. I'm gonna show him a little something.
There's these videos
that's considered assault too.
There's this video going around YouTube talking about the women in the women's pictures, women wrestlers meeting the weirdest fans, and you can see in WrestleMania 35. There's a picture of Becky Lynch like this, and the guy's got his arms all wrapped around her, like with her arms trapped, and you can just tell by her face she's like, "Get me the fuck out of here."
Oh yeah, the famous arms wrapped around picture. I've seen that.
Mm-hmm.
And you've seen that they deal with all the other females too, which is fucking weird, man. When guys want pictures like that, I'm like, dude, that's creepy shit.
And I have to give Sasha Banks credit. When she doesn't want to sign your autograph when she comes out of the flight, she ain't got to do it. She ain't got to do shit for you.
And you know what's sad is like a lot of people are like, oh, she's such a bitch. Hey, are you doing her fucking job? Or you're on the road 24 hours a day where you're busting your ass off as a wrestler? Anybody that's ever tried to get into wrestling, they know what those wrestlers go through. You're getting off a plane, man. You just had a WrestleMania or anything. You're tired. You don't want to be bombarded by a bunch of bullshit. You really don't.
Oh.
I know you signed up to be famous. I know they're going to say, well, they should know what they're getting themselves into when they become famous. Yes, but at the same time, you still need your privacy too, and you need, hey, back up a little bit. I'm just getting off the plane. Chill the fuck out. There was a guy at fucking Steen's motel and shit. He just got done doing a match with Darby Allen facing FTR. Steen still had his paint on. His gear went right in there. He didn't even give a fuck. He just had the gear on, the paint, got out of the limo, wherever drove him there. As soon as he got there, here's a guy waiting outside to get autographs. I'm like, dude, he just got done with the match, dude. He's got his gear on still. Come on, man.
I never understood that because whenever WWE would have their shows here, you would have fans like in these little spots waiting to get their autograph signed. And I'm sitting there thinking, I remember the last time I went to a Raw. Actually, one of the last times was when The Rock was WWE champion in 2013. I went to go see him because it's been a long time since I've seen The Rock. Boy, when his limo came out, you saw how many people got in their car and chased after that limo.
Holy shit! Like he was actually down here filming a movie one damn time, and I actually went up to one of his trailers he was in. Well, he wasn't in the trailer; he was somewhere else. But I went up to the movie set. I was like, "Fuck," because I don't care. Even though I'm not a big fan of The Rock, I think he's overrated. But if they come near you, you're still going to want to take a picture with them, no matter what. It's a wrestler. It's whatever.
There's a lot of
fucking. Some people are just crazy. Some people are just a little. This is why some wrestlers say some of the fans are crazy, man. You got to show a little respect and a little distance too. Because I've met celebrities. Because I used to do movie extra work. I've met celebrities, and they'll tell you, best time to do it, man, is like when they're not when they're filming or doing their thing, but just catch them when they're relaxing a little bit. Just get, hey, sir, can I have a picture with you? Be respectful about it. Don't be crazy about the shit. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I got a picture with you. Oh. Like chill, relax. It's weird sometimes that happens. I remember they showed a Sting fan meeting him and shit, and that guy was damn near having a heart attack. I was like, I know you're a huge fan, but just relax. The psychotic stalker fans that got to find out what room number you are and shit. That's weird, man. That's fucking weird.
Well, we've been going on for 2.5 hours here, and got big rinsing here in the end.
Oh fuck! I didn't even realize that.
Inside the square circle, yeah. Maybe we can get this. Maybe we can. I know you guys do y'all's. Y'all do y'all's videos on Wednesdays, right?
Yeah, we do our AEW reaction videos, and we should be doing a silent video here soon. It's hard to do it because everybody in our group is like scattered throughout, scattered everywhere. They're all got different time zones.
Oh, geez.
Mm.
But I'll tell you this though, we gotta get Big Rim back on here again. I will say this much though. Thanks to everybody in the comments section. The Bull God, the Crystal Lee was in here. Daniela was in here. Poston was in here. Even Leon said, "What's up, Remington and Kev?" That was earlier on the show. Is there anything else you want to add, Rim? Like, some things that people may not know about you that you want them to know, like not to fuck with a big guy like you?
Oh, I mean, I'm not like we're like the same, dude. We're like teddy bears and shit. We're nice, but when it's time, it's like Patrick Swayze says. We're nice in time. It's time to not be nice.
Yep.
Like, don't let that shit fool you. Don't be one of those little dudes that weighs 80 pounds thinking you're going to come on me and do something. Well, for one, you're literally going to bounce off me if you do anything. So don't even try that. Like, you're stupid when you try to do that. That's your stupid ass. Other than that, just your friendly neighborhood Remy, man.
I forgot to ask you this, but what kind of video games are you into? I know you like to game a lot, so.
Like Tomb Raider, Resident Evil. I'm a zombie fanatic, although I know people are going to say zombies are just they're just too much right now. Yeah, but when they release a zombie video game, I can't help it. Like, I've been playing the new Dying Light 2 every damn day, and that is a damn good game. Very damn good. Been playing 2K22. Love wrestling games. Can't wait for All Elite to come out with their game. And can't wait for a wrestling game a lot of people didn't even know it was coming out called Ultra Violence. I want to play that like a motherfucker.
I heard about that one.
Yeah, that's where you could throw people like through 30 tables, barbed wire rope. I'm like, oh my god, exploding barbed wire rope too? Anything? Oh, I'm down. That's going to be like having an actual 2022 ECW game. or like our Backyard Wrestling Volume 3, which I always wanted because those Backyard Wrestling games were great.
Here's something for you, Remington, before we end it. Like, if you were in the wrestling world, if you were in the wrestling right now, what would be your theme song and what would be your finisher?
Finisher, I've always it's kind of a cross between the F5 and the chokeslam. It really is. I know it's kind of, some people go like, "Oh, you don't want to do a flip or a kick?" No, I'm more just modern, beat you up and hurt you. So it'd probably be a mean ass fucking chokeslam in the air, like a chokeslam, and then like a chokeslam up in the air, and then right into like a backstabber chokeslam. It's a weird combination. I've thought of it myself.
That's just not bad.
Like you make your own moves and shit. You make your own moves and you can create your own shit. Theme song. Ooh, now that one, dude, that's a hard one because there's been so many. I've always, you know, I think it's crossed between, dude, honestly, that's a hard one. I don't know how to answer that one. That's because there's so many you like, and you hear so many a day.
Yeah, I know.
It really is hard. Did you ever have a favorite that you pick out, or just you haven't really thought of it?
When I did do my wrestling back then, I used to come out to Disturbed's Not Down with the Sickness, but it was their Stupefy.
That's funny because when me and my buddies did Backyard Wrestling, mine was a Disturbed song also. It was 10,000 Fists.
Oh, good one.
I fucking love that album.
But if I was to go into wrestling now, I would want to the Slaughter to Prevail guys I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song called Bravura. When you hear that at the beginning of it, it's like
yeah, that's like when I first listened to a band called Black Veil Brides. I kind of like them.
Well, see, the reason why I chose that song because once you hear that song, it's like you know you're about to get your ass handed to you.
Oh, because if I'm a wrestler that's dark and big, I need a metal song. I need something that's going to say you're about to get your ass fucked up. I need people to notice when Kane walks out. But I honestly couldn't name a theme. I really couldn't because there's so many I like, and I'd have to narrow it down.
So when you did Backyard Wrestling, did you have a lot of fun with that?
Oh, that was a lot of fun. Who hasn't? Anybody that's a wrestling fan, I think we've all done Backyard Wrestling. Yep. I don't give a fuck what they ever say when they used to say, please, these are athletes. Please do not try this at home. Motherfuckers, we didn't listen. We didn't fucking listen.
Nope.
We all did it. Your friends are right there. They all like wrestling. Dude, let's go in the backyard, dude. Make a little paper belt or a little plastic belt or have that toy belt or some shit. And just, my buddy had like a huge backyard and had an old abandoned school bus, so my buddies would run off the school bus doing drop kicks and shit, and it was fun.
We did this thing in high school. When I would see my buddy on the cross, we would go. We had 8 minutes to get to class. He would see me in the hallway. I would see him lean over and do the sweet chin music and do like the DX crotch to me. And I would sell it. All of a sudden, I would sit up like Undertaker, like
just out of nowhere, just go up to a buddy and just throw a belt on for the belt. Let's go. Like what?
I used to get
let's just do it.
I used to get my buddy stunners when I would see him back in the day.
I'm telling you, man, you and your buddies get together and a bunch of girls around, the testosterone's flowing, you're going to wrestle. It's going to happen. Like, your buddy's going to fuck with you and put you in a headlock. Like, oh, okay, that's how it is. Let's go. Let's go, motherfucker. Let's do it. Like, I F5'd my brother on a bed one time. I've done fucking power bombs. It's fun. I mean, I know they say, well, you're going to hurt somebody. Well, hey, my buddies volunteered for it. We knew what we were doing because when we backyard wrestled, we didn't do like fake moves. We really did that shit. Like, if he got powerbomb, he got powerbomb. If I scorpion death dropped you, if I put you in the scorpion death lock, I'm putting you in it. I'm putting all that weight and all that pressure on your back. Because when you find out, you know, people always talk about how those submissions don't hurt. Yes, they do. Yes, the fuck they do. Mm-hmm. If you put those locks on the way they're supposed to be, oh yes, buddy. Oh yes, they do.
Right. Silent Bandini, want to wrestle?
Exactly. Like, that damn old man tried to kill me. Yeah.
But you know what, Remington, man, it's good having you on the show. It was actually it's a good thing, and I might actually have to do a part 2 with you because it's like so much to dig.
Oh yeah, man, they're having good conversations. Oh yeah, I can talk for hours.
I know now I'm kind of getting. I mean, I've got the look of like, hey man, you've been on there for too long now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I mean, you know,
I definitely hope the lady's doing great.
Yeah, she is. She's doing great. She's actually, and that's the one person that would do wrestling stuff to people too, and she's psycho with that.
She comes out of nowhere and fucking delivers the light drop onto you in the camera, like, oh shit, she's in the mood now, run to wrestle.
No, she's wrestled men and women before. She's had women tapping out. She's had men get frustrated because they would put her in real moves and she would be like not submitting to them, and they're like,
oh shit. Like, damn, my woman's kick ass. Holy fuck. Like, that's my small version of me is what it is.
Yep. A more small, dangerous version because she's watched horror films since she was a kid, and she's like watched some of those. I'm talking about the horror films that are not just blood and guts. I'm talking about like the disturbing, like film, like snuff films, and she's watched some crazy ass shit. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm more scared of her than I am most other people.
You know what's funny though is the women have more balls to get in your face than the guys do. It's true. It's fucking true. I've had more women get in my face than fucking dudes do.
Because these women down there got balls.
Oh yeah, they know. Especially when they know you're very respectful, because they'd be like, "You ain't gonna put your hands on me." Oh no, well in the bedroom I'm gonna be really rough, but other than that, no, I wouldn't do it. No matter how mad I got, I couldn't do it. I've had women get in my face like raging, you know, and they've touched me before, and I'm like, I'm not gonna hit you. I'm not sorry. It's not me. But I will hold your crazy ass there until the cops get your ass. I will.
I had to do that, but you know, we're gonna end the stream on this one. Remington, appreciate you coming on here, man. We'll get you back on.
Of course,
here.
Man. Thank you.
I'm actually gonna post y'all's your channel and Christian's channel on the description. So if you guys are not subbed to them, you need to, because these people do some really fun stuff, and it's not all drama and all this other drama.
We try to keep that out of the balance and shit. And if somebody does have a problem with drama, they take care of that in their own business. We're all our own separate characters.
But appreciate you coming in, man. If you guys ain't seen the video later, watch the video later. Like, share this video. I like the fact that some of your friends came on here, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I passed out the video to make sure if somebody was going to watch and everything. Some of them are at work right now. They're like, "I'll watch after." I'm like, "Okay, man. Well, you know, give Kev some views, man."
Appreciate it, man. So, is there anything else you want to add, Rim? Or are you good?
Just wish everybody having a blessed day, and hope you're all doing great. And yeah, stay wet, stay wild, and hugs, not drugs.
Remember, chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Oh yeah. And this video is brought to you by Blue Chew Dick Gum.